Let's begin, ladies and gentlemen, with the perfect Blood Surge. Oh, wow. Let's begin with a perfect Blood Surgening, as we just managed to get ourselves straight up killed. Fantastic. This is going to be annoying because right now we're going to be having to go in right into this, and I have to wait for my cooldown to be back up. But it's fine. Like we can just zoom aggressively. Right? We don't have to stand still. That's the advantage of the build. Never stand still. Never take a pause. Just keep there it is. Finally get my bone storm back up. Thank you very much. We wanted to see. 4 to 5 backed up as well. He's dead. 500k. Still working on the regular like 10 millions right now. Oh, I just really stood in that lightning, didn't I? Chat, I am sorry for staying in that lightning. I did not mean to. Absolutely didn't intend to stay in that lightning. But sometimes things happen. I need more time. It's a great demonstration of the build, chat, when you just decide to die a couple of times against very annoying opponents, right? Love to see it. We could have definitely chosen a better dungeon. Beyond the point, though. Poor guy. Oh, this is the exact same dungeon you failed earlier. Well, the dungeon has just annoying opponents. Like it's just they are strong. They have annoying affixes. The whole like if you're not level 100, it's dangerous to do this one because everything just kills you very easy in this one. Like there is the summoners. There's this dude with his like explosion wave and all that kind of stuff. And there's the one hit kind of goblin dudes, so they're also annoying. There's just a lot that can kill you in this dungeon, but shouldn't hold you back from just doing this. I mean, right now we want to pull a little bit minions together, because the more minions together, the better I can work with my essence regeneration. And as you see, like all of them just vanish. Why I though want to pull always these guys together. Now pull them, more damage, and they're all dead. I mean, if you once know how to really deal with these, you know, you get to the point where you just don't give a fuck and just literally, what's up? Let's pull everything together. Thank you very much. Oh, almost stood in that.
I'm not ready yet.
Very easy, isn't it, Chan? Very easy. Just about as long as you don't have the armor up, you gotta be a bit more considerate, right? I mean, right now we're tanking over damage because we essentially just kill everything. We still need to replace this ring through something better. Ow. Because if we don't have our berry up, we can still die. If we still don't have our berry up, we can die, which is a problem. So howdy YouTube. Good to see you all there too. TikTok, everywhere.
I need more time.
Welcome to Faceless Fiend. Thank you very much for the sub or debber. Also, roll of the dice. Did we have your 4 years? I think we completely missed out on that. I'm sorry, roll. Oh, we just missed you there. Wolf, how are you? I'm doing good. I sound a bit hoarse, but better hoarse than hippo. No, it's a joke because horse sounds like horse. Might be too advanced adult humor for you, Chan. Sorry if my jokes are too complicated. So yeah, that being said, now I am actually not ill. Okay, listen to me. I am not ill. I am literally just hoarse. Could you have my aura please keep going, because I really don't want to have to wait for the cooldown. Let's see, is it? No. Yeah. So, in case you missed it, chat, we put Flicker Step in. You knew I was saying I really don't want to put Flicker Step in because, well, you know, I was hoping to play essence cost reduction boots, but I feel like Flicker Step just helps me to keep this continuously up. So yeah, there we are. And if I ever find the way to drop anything and like keep my Flicker Step boots away and go for some other thing, I wouldn't mind. But for that, I would literally have to find like the perfect boots with essence cost reduction, all that kind of stuff on it. Hey, remember this guy with life regeneration, guys? We were fighting this dude and he was having... What? He was having life regen on him, like life steal. And what was happening is he was literally restoring his life faster than we could kill it away because we were fighting him with our minions. Now I will have to wait quickly 28 seconds to actually get my freaking shield back up. Because if I'm going to fight him without my shield, that's going to be pain, right? The room on Twitch for non-competitive games, I feel like most RPGs have a short period of fame and disappear within a month. Drops are the only thing that allow them to stay above water from time to time. I mean, Amino, you like, technically you can play whatever you want on Twitch and have success with it, but you have to understand that Twitch has a very volatile viewer base when it comes down to the top games, right? So when you're looking at Twitch, you can't look at Twitch as like there is niche viewership who only would... I just really dashed into that. There's a niche viewership who only watches ARPGs, for example. There's a niche viewership who only watches like competitive games and whatsoever. There are people that watch RPGs, but the people that watch RPGs are mostly the people that actually play RPGs themselves. Because why would you watch RPGs when you can play RPGs instead, right? But the people that play online games are terminally online people that also then watch online streams, right? So you're gonna see who actually watches streams. I mean, the single player RPG gaming dude that enjoys Baldur's Gate is not necessarily spending much time on Twitch. He's spending more time just actually playing the game, you know? But then you have all these online gamers, you know, the people that really are terminally online, that spend too much time on Twitter, too much time on Reddit, too much time on wheresoever, right? And these people, these are the ones that are then watching the streams, you know, and they're obviously watching like the game they play terminally online. That being said, is there a space to play RPG games? Yes, but you just gotta deal with lower viewership probably. I mean, look at Co-Carnage. He's also playing more or less what he wants, and he's playing a lot of these RPG-esque kind of games that people have already played through, where people then have a certain set of nostalgia for as well. Because that also helps, right? If there's like games like, you know, the Fallout series or so that everyone has beaten already, or Skyrim that's still good, and then you still choose to play more Skyrim. Oh. It's varied. But when it comes down to RPGs, you essentially want to play them when they're hot. And yes, there is like a phase where certain games are hot. I mean, when the new Cyberpunk expansion came out, like you essentially have to play it then, because 2 months later, no one is interested in watching content about it anymore. 2 months later, you could still make YouTube videos about it, right? But life is just as it goes with TV. Life has a limited lifespan regarding content, where it's then hot, and then you gotta like make it work in that time. Tyro, thank you for the 71 centuries of Subber Devers. Tyro, good to see you there. A-Strike, thank you for the 59 months as well. Wonderful, good greetings, ladies and gentlemen. How we're doing? And as we like to say, you know, content creation, streaming is simply not just playing computer games, because if it was that, you would see a ton of different games on Twitch, but you see the same games dominate. because it's a lot about building a community, making the community kind of work, and, you know, getting these things going, playing games that are hot again, that have a meta, that have seasonal updates, where people are looking for knowledge for, because people are not like, there are people that purely watch for entertainment, but then there's also people that obviously watch to learn something and to see someone like fail on their game, role playing. But that's also, I mean, why is role playing always hot? Why is GTA RP always hot? Because drama. It's the only reason people want the drama. People want to see like some crazy shit happening, right? This is the same reason why people actually watch like Judge Judy or whatsoever, because they want the drama, because their lives are fucking boring. Or they need to watch drama to entertain them. I'm not saying there's no quality RP. There is quality RP, but 90% is drama RP. And you won't convince me different. Drama RP, drama RP, drama. Morning to you, Vam. Good morning. When we get at what, 11 a.m.? Good time to be alive. I hate Stormbane's Wrath. Stormbane's Wrath is preventing me from just standing around and doing my skills. I'm sad, you know? I just want to stand there, I blast out my skills. The Stormbane's Wrath is like, you have to move, sir. You can't just AFK stand and jam your skill button. But what if that is what I want to do? You're not my mom. What if standing around and spamming my skill button is how I want to enjoy my game? Stop judging me. This is how I do my damage.
I'm not ready yet.
By the way, I just noticed that this dungeon is actually perfect for this build, you know? Because we're literally damaging everyone everywhere, and on every like layer of their, like, it doesn't matter how close, far, center, left, right they are. Just damaging everything everywhere. Thought the conclave might be bad for this, but I'm wrong. Conclave is just brilliantly easy.
I'm not ready.
Oh, this is nasty. I'm nasty. I'm not gonna lie, but that was something, Chad. That was a crazy good speedrun. Okay, let's go. Renegades retreat, Nightmare Portal, monster, shadow damage over time, resist. It should work. Because you're playing, I'm a Necro. You use a substitute aspect if you don't have exposed flash, Umbral, but it won't work even remotely as good. It won't even do remotely as good. Howdy. It will do fine. It will do okay, but not even remotely as good. Renegades retreat is such a good dungeon. Da, 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 da. Everyone dies to my damage. I mean, at this point, with the timing we're putting, oh wow, at this point with the timing we're putting down here, we're gonna be just flying to the max level, right? And we need to drink this potion here. That's my, oh, I need to go repair. Yikes. Love watching your builds for Necro. I'm a beginner, but it helps a lot. Well, that's what the builds are there for everyone. Beginner, advanced, intermediate, you know?
I need more time.
Trying to help everyone at their respective skill level. I mean, we're going to be 95. If at 11. Honestly, 100 is just so possible if we just jam it through. Now, I'm really just not interested in doing anything else but getting this character to 100 so I can experiment more, you know? It's like the thing, I need to get this higher So I can experiment more with blood as well. So I can do the same here with Bloodlands. Because right now this is Blood Surge, and we wanted to bring the whole exposed flesh concept over to the Bloodlands, and I've been sleeping and dreaming about it. This is like right now a little bit of my problem, chat. I'm spending so much time with Diablo that I just literally dream about Diablo builds. But every now and then I wake up and have an epiphany, so that's fine. And yes, it's that bad. I just work too much. But my dreams are literally tinted by making thumbnails in my head. Yes. Sometimes I wake up and I have a thumbnail concept made during sleeping. Way too many work-related dreams, but it helps, you know? It's definitely unhealthy. Insatiable Fury won't drop for you. That's pain. I got mine extremely early, and that was nice. But yep, you kind of need Insatiable Fury, right? I love how I literally, like, I don't actually look at my life bar in any way if I'm dropping or not, right? And that also leads to my death. I completely like ignore what's going on life-wise. I just walk forward and press my deletus button, you know. My yeetus deletus button. That's what I do. And that's also the reason why I tend to die every now and then, because I'm literally just like not paying proper attention. Why would I? Why would I? If I can do this to you and your friends, you know? When I'm relying on my armor and my barrier just to be that good, my self-heal to just be that good, then just don't have to worry. I don't have to think. I don't have to pay attention. You know? I'm a freaking super tank. I'm Tanky Mac Tank Face. That's why I made this build this way, so you can just carefree gameplay, chat. Don't look at your resource. Do you have enough resource? Then you just dash if you're running out. And after you're dashed, you have enough suddenly, magically, right? By the way, why does the dashing actually refill so much, guys? Because Metamorphosis also has a lucky hit in itself. So if you then Metamorphosis dash, you're getting the T-Bolt's will back, but not only the T-Bolt's will, you also essentially can get a Metamorphosis dash through people damage back. Oh, that one is a super stupid event. It takes so long to actually ramp up before it gets good in any way. We're not only doing this for XP, we're also doing this obviously for the glyph XP. The XP plus actual glyph XP. All dying. So yeah, and since we're making so many bone storms, by the way, Chan, this is why I thought, what about using bone and then restore essence generation, right? I mean, imagine now the bone storm here would have the ability to enhance my essence regeneration. It's actually an interesting thought. And technically, you could pair that with what we're doing here right now already, but practically, I think it would be heavily overkill. Not necessary, but I'm you know, you're never sure if something like that could be. It would be fantastic if you stop just going invisible. Stopping my train of amazing damage. Stop it, sir! You're being annoying. Thank you very much. Okay, exploit also max level. That's going good. We need the Dominic lives soon over there. Which was number 4. We're planning to slot. Oh, we're planning to slot Imbiber, I think. Is there any better one I could slot than Imbiber? I know we could do damage to close targets. Would that be good? You could technically do damage to close targets. Broken Bulwark. Wait, isn't Broken Bulwark insane? Monster shadow damage over time. Monster shadow damage. Isn't Broken Bulwark insane? Do you ever cast Hemorrhage? I feel like you would get more out of Decrepify. I do cast Hemorrhage, yes. Every now and then, you know? It's like, if you really run out, it's nice to instantly soak back up. What would you play for hardcore? This build. I would probably play for hardcore. I would just not do tier 100 dungeons. I mean, this build is for leveling unkillable, and this build is also for dungeoneering unkillable. It's just a brain dead good build. Don't forget, one is going to be the Tears of Blood glyph. Yeah, that's not the problem. We essentially have the slots for that, you know. That is already factored and theory crafted in, my friend.
I need more time.
This dungeon is technically horrible. Why? Because these ghosts, when they're throwing their ghostly fire, have like a chance to just randomly kill you with that. It's superb annoying. You good noobs. Oh, there's no knight here. Jesus. Superstar, Hnagu, and also DJ Gen Goad. Jesus. Thank you for the 3 new subs. Jeez, there's so many subs coming in today. Dankeschön, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful good Monday to all of you. You're gonna watch the new vid and improve your search. I mean, the new vid, I think it's one of my better videos. I don't know, guys. If you do watch the video about the build, could you give me some feedback if you liked it? Because I had a bit different structure this time in the build, like trying to explain things a bit different, like delaying the way when we're talking about skills, because that's the more boring part, and mix and matching it and going for a life dungeon example and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of changed up the order of things, and I think it led to a total more watchable build, you know, because it was just like there was just a better flow in everything. So if you do watch the build, please don't hesitate to give feedback. Not good yet, Overflow. I mean, maybe need different editing and something, but we'll see, you know. Gonna be posting more of those, essentially. You had to sacrifice 50% crit damage to slot that glyph in. I mean, right now I would sacrifice Imbiber probably, or Exploit. So I definitely have enough sacrifices, you know, that I don't need to make this work. I mean, this is like these rooms just show how good the build is in my eyes, because these rooms are like absolute chaos, right? Everyone is like everywhere. Everyone is doing damage. And you rarely have like any chance to avoid damage. So you gotta have a certain amount of tankiness to really be able to survive a room like that, right? And this is where I always feel like that the build truly just shows its colors. No, because suddenly you're just going insane, right? So suddenly you're just able to absolutely just not die, destroy everyone left, right, and center. Stupid wolf. See, this is where I just used my hemorrhage in between, like really shortly, because like the hemorrhage is also there to give us fortify against bosses. So for the person that was wondering why the hemorrhage, it's also like to essentially fill up your fortify in a boss fight, because in a boss fight you end up not getting corpses or anything, so or not killing things. So you need like another source of fortifying. That's where Hemorrhage can just come in very nicely, just in case your Fortify gets broken, to fill that back up.
I'm not ready.
You wouldn't play this build for Nightmare 100s. No, I never said that. This build is ultimate for Nightmare 100s. I mean, we're doing Nightmare 100s right now. This is a Nightmare 100.
I need more time.
Oh, we just died there because we didn't have Barrier. Holy. Every now and then attention, please, Chad. You know, said you don't have to pay much attention, okay? But every now and then it doesn't hurt to actually do pay attention. Pull them all here, pull them all together. Get together here, you little shits. This is so much better than the first version. How did I think the first version was good? This is, you know, this is what annoys me right now. I already made a version of this. And like, how do I think the first version was good? So Picoto, the problem against the boss is that sometimes they will break your, sometimes they will just break your,
I'm not ready.
Fortify. And then I just hold my right mouse button down. Oh God, I almost died there, made a mistake. And I just hold my right mouse button down and essentially just get even more Fortify. Also, if you really get completely out of resource, which happens, you just hold the right mouse button and you get like 2 lucky hits, and the amount of essence you get plus is insane, right? With just a few lucky hits of your Hemorrhage, it's just essentially like you just mix it in. So you hold down your 2 button, then you dash, then you press Fortify like 2 times quickly, and then you're like full essence again. But more or less, you just hold 2 down, right? Build with Shaco. No, this version does not have Shaco because I don't have Shaco, but you could play Shaco in this, yes. Oh, I need to... My glyphs disenchanted? It's always possible to play Shaco. How's Bonbon Thron? Nah, I don't need it. Jacko, good to see you there. Thank you for the 2 months of support. Greetings. I mean, my voice is there, you know, enough there to work. No hurt feelings. Don't worry. Okay, let's disenchant all damage over time glyphs so we don't accidentally use them. Okay. Everything that has damage over time in them. Monster shadow damage over time. Monster lightning damage. Poison damage. Monster shadow damage over time. Monster attack speed. Monster bleeding damage. Monster burning damage. Monster... No, fire damage is fine. Shadow damage, monster lightning damage, poison damage, poison. Everything over 5 seconds is bugged right now, so you don't even have to go in there. It's just pain. It's just like no fun to play these dungeons even. So why would you do something that's just simply no fun to do? What a horrible roll on that one. Need an amulet with essence cost reduction. Why did you not destroy that? Okay, what do I have left now? Flooded depths, flooded. Burning labyrinth, carrion fields. Carrion fields was so easy. I like carrion fields. I want to pick up Diablo 4. How long do you think the full story lasts? 20 hours, 15 to 20 hours, not long. The story itself is like that. That's just yeah. The least interesting part of the game. You know, if you're buying Diablo just for the story, don't buy it. Seriously. I've seen a lot of people complain about the story, and I can understand that if you don't know how ARPGs work. Like the story is it's like, you know, in ARPGs the story is like the campaign in Call of Duty. It's just there as a intro into the world, but it's not there to be main content, right? Because I've seen this in a lot of Steam reviews where they complain about the length of the story. You're just like, the story is literally just there to get you introduced into the game, to ease you in slowly, and that's about it. Story was actually good though. Yes, I think so too. I mean, some Steam reviews wrote that the story was forgettable. Oh God, Butcher, really? It's not that this build can kill the Butcher, it's just that I'm just not level 100. So I'm not even attempting to kill the Butcher, if that makes sense. Especially not in an Avenger dungeon. Why not in an Avenger dungeon? Well, in an Avenger dungeon, guys, the Butcher gets stronger for every single opponent you kill next to him. So that means you have a Butcher who gets like supercharged every single time you literally kill a single opponent, where he's even remotely close to. You might think that's not something you want to interact with.
I'm not ready yet.
The cutscenes are great, but you get YouTube for that. I mean, if you want to do that, I mean, like, I think the game is worth to play through for the campaign, but the game is not worth to buy. Like, so the campaign is great, but if you just want to buy the game for the campaign, no. I mean, again, that's like buying Call of Duty just for the campaign, and that is just simply not worth it. And there's also no argument here. There's no discussion. It's just simply not worth it. You're not getting enough bang for your buck. But who would also play a game that is, you know, meant to be an ARPG that's like essentially meant for after campaign content, you know? Who would play such a game just for the campaign? I mean, that's where it comes in again with a lot of people didn't know what to expect from ARPGs, because you have so many people who are enraged, unhappy, and sad about the length of the campaign and everything. And you're just like, yeah, but like, you know, this is just completely standard for an ARPG. It's quite like, this is the norm. This is what you should have been expecting. Expecting anything different was disillusional, essentially, you know? Could I please stop taking poison damage? Would really appreciate it so I can actually pick that up. So what's your first ARPG? Yeah, I think Diablo is still a fantastic ARPG, but I think a lot of people essentially played their first ARPG now and they really didn't know what they're signing up for. And a lot of unhappiness with Diablo comes literally from people that have no clue about the genre. Like the amount of people that are unhappy still with seasonal content, that are frustrated and angry at seasonal content, is crazy. I'm not saying that seasonal content always has to be this way. I went with your S++ build, Corbin. Should I switch to one of your other builds? No, the S++ build is insane. I mean, this here is also, like, this is right behind it, though. Like, the new version, the Blood Surge build is right behind the S tier build. I can't wait to see the damage ceiling. I think I could do a standard of 10 million overpowers. So, yeah, that a lot of people, like, they literally... They just didn't have a clue. You know, they were playing Counter-Strike essentially and didn't know Counter-Strike was a tactical shooter, and they're wondering why they can't rush B. You know? They were like, let's play Counter-Strike, and then like, but why can't I just rush B? Why do I have to wait for my teammates? Why do I have to play tactical? Why do I have to play smart? It's like, sir, this is how these kind of shooters work. Is this build going to be stronger for AOZ than Sacrilegious Lands? I don't know, because I am actually reworking Sacrilegious Lands. In case you wondered, we are also reworking Sacrilegious Lands. Why? Well, because I want to have an even better version for that, my friend.
I'm not ready yet.
There's a world where this will be better simply because we're setting it up to be. This is supposed to be the new norm for blood builds. But I gotta see, like, I gotta essentially try out if I can make the vulnerable concept work better than the blood orb concept, because the blood orb concept was kind of like secure, right? You consume blood orbs, you get stuff, but you don't always have blood orbs. The thing is, you can always have vulnerable. So that's where I'm now a little bit like, well, what's better, Chad? What's better, secure blood orbs or always vulnerable? Okay, these poisons here are just eating me. Yeah. Sekunda! Sorry, my wife is yelling for me. I need to go somewhere where I can't die for a second. I'll be right back. No. Oh, this was important because she needs a physiotherapist thingy. And yeah. You're making a bone spear necro. It's in the planning. It's in the making. It's essentially on the list. But we're currently stuck in the blood concepts to just make the blood concepts perfect. And I'm also working on a melted heart of Selig necro just simply to do it. Not because I believe in the melted heart of Selig, just simply to do it, because I think there's a shadow version which could work very well out, and I need to test the concept that I have in my mind, because the melted heart of Selig did make you invulnerable to a degree as long as you have essence production, and there's a way with shadow to essentially produce unlimited essence, and if I could find a way to make a lucky hit infinite essence production build with shadow and then actually not use essence even though in the build, that could become very interesting for the melted heart of Selig to make you unkillable. The problem I have with that build could be the damage department to essentially make enough damage. So yeah, that's like kind of like where we're struggling with a bit, like between like getting enough damage out and not, right? You don't have Black River and Littlest Wall. Well, if you don't have Black River and Littlest Wall and you want to play the dot build, then you play essentially the Infinimus build, right? I once played Blood Surge, gets an ability to consume blood orbs. It'll be S tier. Jekko, like obviously you get more overpowers, but right now, what do more overpowers from consumed blood orbs matter? If you could just have more overpowers because you have an infinite essence. When you see how we can just blast blood, like our thing away, then blast our thing away, and then blast our thing away. So you gotta kind of understand that technically, yes, consuming blood orbs for more overpower is good, but if you're just doing more lances in general, or continuous lances and never stop, right? Yeah. I'm from Germany. Yes, Boris, I'm from Germany. Born, raised, and living in Germany. The name should actually give it away. I think for Germans at least. Germans notice that this is a rather German name. Oh, Steadfast Barracks, that's fantastic. Okay, 96 incoming. So how long do you think it will take for us to reach 100 at this pace, chat? At this breakneck pace through tier 100 dungeons. And by the way, yes, if we would do tier 90 dungeons, chat, it would go even faster. Tier 100 dungeons is not even the best thing to do. It's just that I want all the glyph XP I can get, right? So it would technically be way smarter to do, tier 90s, because tier 90s are just a wee bit easier, but they give roughly the same amount of glyph XP, right? So you would essentially just make it better. Oh, this could be rough. For them! Call an ambulance, chat! But not for me! Sorry, had a moment there.
I'm not ready yet.
I need my barrier back, or I don't want to fight. Like literally the thing, I just don't want to fight anyone without my barrier because I just die. Need my cooldown back. Thank you very much.
I need more time.
Now with our berry up, no problems. Oh, let's interact with that to trigger another what was it called again? I was just waiting to trigger another cursed shrine because actually I don't know if you've seen yesterday, chat, if you have been here yesterday, but we've been literally like every single shrine, every single thing, everything I interacted with turned out to be cursed. There was not a single shrine or anything that wasn't cursed. I just go to this thing cursed. I go to the next thing cursed. It's just like literally everything just cursed. Okay, broken. I broke it, Chan. I killed everything too fast. We're essentially walking like from one cursed shrine to the other. It was great for experience, don't get me wrong, because these things actually provide great amounts of experience, right? But it still gets like it gets weird when everything just turns out to be cursed. Ah, that was bad. Almost killed me there. Isn't there like a dude spawning when I kill this guy? Yeah. I knew something. Oh wow, he just did actually like a tremendous amount of damage. Yikes. Yeah. He actually did a tremendous amount of damage. Okay. We have to reset these boards anyways, because I'm not living up to the stats here right now. It's actually kind of sad. Feated Mausoleum, Steadfast Barracks. Barracks is Drifting Shade, Monster Bleeding Damage. Monster Poison Damage. What do you think will the best Necro build for the new content coming? So I think Giga.Necro, technically. I mean, the Undying Bone Storm, like it's either like Gigadot, Bone Spear plus Lilith's Wall, or this / the Bloodlands version. Because I'm just really not sure how well the Bloodlands version will hold up. You know? Are you hyped for the new Warzone? No, I'm not interested the slightest. It's also not the new Warzone, it's the same Warzone. I've learned one thing by not playing COD, how disillusional COD players are. Sorry, don't take this mean, but it's literally the same game, slightly updated to please the masses, and nothing really changes much. It's not a new engine. It's nothing to warrant the word new, but it's kind of like intriguing how disillusional the COD community is to itself, essentially, you know. That was a lot of shebang going on. I'm thinking of replacing exploit for territorial. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but I'm not sure if I need it. You know, I'll level up territorial too. It's Madam with Gun. Well, you can't compare this to sports games because sports games people are lost anyways. Because like, I mean, like you're literally playing sports games that are every same year the same with like better graphics, and you're spending the same money for your packs and what's on. I mean, with like Call of Duty stuff and so on, sometimes things actually change. Sometimes, like, you know, new engines and whatsoever, things actually get better. Right? With sports games, we have a hard argument here because that's really like, it's just hard, the same. Well, at least you get like new maps or something, but with sport, like, you know, sports games like really always the same. Sometimes worse, sometimes better. Yeah, it's actually like you can't change the sport, you can't change the mechanics. It's like always gonna be the same game with like slightly better graphics or something. Whereas like the FPS can actually go through vastly different iterations. So, ow. I don't know how many spiders just exploded in me, but it must have been a lot. I see numbers only. Me too. I don't see anything anymore. Bethesda still using the Skyrim engine? Yeah, we're not talking about that. It's not Bethesda still using the Skyrim engine. It's Bethesda still using the Skyrim engine and it's actually working. You know? You gotta say it like this. Using the Skyrim engine, but it's actually working and people are loving it. I mean, apart from everyone that was really unhappy with Starfield for not having like a new cool updated engine anyways. But why make a new cool updated engine that potentially costs a lot of money when your old engine is just working perfectly fine, you know? And people are still buying your games. Why even bother? Haha. Oh, that was 5 million. Cool. Cool. I wasn't aware I could do a 5 million already. Huh. Nice. I like to see it. Yeah, got a new name on the stadium this year. That will be $70. And by the way, what's FIFA called next year? Is it then just EA Football? Because it used to be FIFA, right? But the FIFA wasn't like they were really stingy with their license. What do we have now? Do we have now EA Football? EA Soccer, EA FC? Sounds so bad. Starfield's comment with a huge upgrade for Bethesda. I mean, you see how sometimes how do I say that now? How sometimes fantasy game engines like Skyrim's engine, right, can struggle with a shooty pew pew. I mean that was what almost broke Cyberpunk's neck, right? Cyberpunk had the red engine, and the red engine was essentially made for, well, fantasy games and didn't have like ballistics and everything in it. And they're like, oh no, we can do this, you know? We made The Witcher work. This is totally gonna work out. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not, lads. But it's cute that you believe it, though. But it's really not. The lightning. Everything. That was really cool. Lighting, not lightning. Lighting. Is this an event? No, I was hoping for an event. That would have been cute. I wouldn't have complained about that. So one thing I haven't fully figured out yet, by the way, chat, because I really never pay all the attention in the world, but can your accursed souls, can they actually lucky hit that are blasting out from you? I always have the feeling they can, but I'm never confirmed because I'm doing so much damage otherwise as well. I've been always asking myself, can like, you know, when I go into Blood Mist and they blast out, because I always get my essence back when I do that. No? Because there's just so much lucky hit coming in a row, like ba 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 ba. But I never pay like full attention, you know, because they're like, as you can see, like I'm blasting quite some numbers out. Anyways, we just keep blasting. It's kind of hard to get an estimate if you're now like, was this your accursed souls or what did just blast it out, you know? So anyways, I just kept blasting. Oh, vampire dudes. The vampire dudes are so weird because they do obnoxious amounts of damage. Up, Bishop, what's up? Blood Bishop might be like on the scale of annoying bosses because he just keeps hovering between your things, right? You just want to just kill the Blood Bishop, but he just keeps like this like backwards shuffle that he does for some weird ass reason. He just shuffles away from like your bone storms and all that kind of thing. See, now we did Blood Mist and we're instantly full. I mean, it could have been a lucky hit from whatsoever as well, but you never know. Well, this one is taking a lot right now.
I'm not ready yet.
You know what? I gotta manually just a little bit more often do the corpse generals myself. It's one thing I don't do because I'm just lazy. But I don't have a perfect ring yet, right? I only get one corpse general every 10 seconds. I need a perfect ring, so we need to run more Vartians today, Chan. We need to run more Vartians, so I get that one done. Broken Bulwark. That was fire. No, that was fire damage. Monster Overpower resist. Yeah, whatever. Does the Ring of Starless Skies work with this? No. It would, like, yes, but no, but yes. So the Ring of Starless Sky will work in this build, but in a different version of this build. Can you do a video of this build, please? Already done. Already done. It's uploaded on the YouTube. So yeah, the thing is, why don't you want to play it in this build? Because in this build, I gotta play the Sacrilegious ring. If I was playing a different version of this build, I would, for example, not play the Sacrilegious ring. I would most likely play Mother's Embrace. Probably Umbral to have a different source of regain of essence. Oh wow, that was straight up the ring. That's crazy. Have a different resource different way to recap essence, because right now the essence recap that we're doing works only so well because we are having the lucky hit of our corpse explosions happening. So if we would now put in the Ring of Starless Skies, then we would lose out on the corpse explosions, and then it would not be enough lucky hit. That being said, the Ring of Starless Skies might actually perfectly work in the Bloodlands version of this build, because there's also going to be a Bloodlands version of this build, right? But as you see, do you need the Ring of Starless Skies? No. I mean, does this look like I'm missing anything? The only thing I'm missing is maybe a little bit more lucky hit. You know? Only a little bit more lucky hit. But that's about it. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. This build is just literal perfection. Starless Skies is just weak to other ring aspects. No, Starless Skies ain't weak. Starless Skies is pretty good, but you just need to have the right build for it. So, the problem with Starless Skies is that you might not, like, you reduce your essence cost, but you, like, in order to reduce your essence cost, you gotta have essence in the first place. So, for example, for the Ring of Starless Skies, you actually have to do what I'm doing right now. I have 173 essence. You might even want to have more essence than that, because, like, if one Blood Surge costs me 33 essence, and if every Blood Surge is 12% less essence cost due to the Ring of Starless Skies, I need to cast at least like 3 Blood Surges for that to be actually worth it. And then in order to really keep up the worth, I need to have more essence and more essence returnal to actually keeping that worth it, right? And that's like the issue with the Starless Skies on not something that gives you essence back, because then in a boss fight, you're not getting essence back. Right? Yeah, and if you dodge, it resets the Starless Skies. That's like the problem. So it's kind of like Starless Skies ain't bad, but in order to really get the max out of it, it's so many loops and hoops you got to jump through to essentially get there, you know? Sure, I just opened that door. Can you calm the fuck down? Oh wow, I did not count on dying that quick. So yeah, this is like where you get with a Ring of Starless Skies, because it's kind of like, it's not bad, but again, it's also not good. You know? If the perfect exposed flesh, I have a 42 exposed flesh, so I can go better. Still go better. I think I have like a 48 lying around or so. Oh, wow, Jesus. That's when my barrier runs out. Then we still die on that level, Chan. We need our barrier, and we need to make sure that it doesn't run out. Zero, good to see there. Zero, are we already at 2 months? What, 2 months, Zero? It feels way longer, brother. Also, Steph, thank you for the brand new subscription. But Zero, like, how is it only 2 months? You're like, you're so active. You have become inventory. Inventory is when you're here so active, and you like, you know, you're here every stream, and we're just like, sir, you're talking so much. I couldn't imagine a single stream without you.
I'm not ready.
What? That's bullshit. That should have never killed me. I'll have my barrier up. I want to talk to my lawyer. I mean, seriously, that was ouch. But still, I want to talk to my lawyer. Where's my 500 armor plus? Let's go. And that brings us to 9,000, which is like the bare minimum, right? 9,000 armor is the bare minimum you want to have. Going on here at this point.
I'm not ready.
I'm sorry for the deathies in between, guys, but I just don't respect high nightmare dungeons anymore. I'm a simple man. I found a build that's insane, and I lost any respect for high nightmare dungeons, so we're just like, you know, straight up going. You're over 100 versions and no ring for your druid. Sometimes you're unlucky, and it's stupid. Again, there should be a way to have your disenchanted uniques be able to craft something. I mean, if I disenchant 100 uniques and I've disenchanted over 100 uniques, I should be able to target craft a certain unique I need. And there's like no argument for that. I don't want to hear anything against it, guys, but you should literally be able to do that. Right? So here right now we've lost some fortify. See, and if I now use my hemorrhage, for the people wondering, I now use my hemorrhage. That's a very easy, nice way to actually get your fortify back up. Just in case you lost some, right? So we stand back here, we do some hemorrhages, and then we get our fortify back up. So we're essentially able to just keep doing max damage, because if you don't have this, you're sometimes like wondering, okay, where's my fortify at, you know? And that's where we're then always topped up, because we're playing currently playing this hemorrhage here, where you get 1.6 maximum, but for each time it hits enemy, it has a 1.5% chance per enemy to fortify you for 100%. Ryan? So every now and then it's just like, oh, boop, fall, boop, boop, fall, boop, fall, 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 boop, 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 boop. So really nice. Okay, Vault of the Forsaken. That was bleeding damage. Stormbane's Wrath is monster poison damage. Grinning Labs. Shadow damage over time. Deserted Underpass. Deserted Underpass. Deserted Underpass. Is that not a spider dungeon? Hotel Rocks. One-shotting boss is satisfying. It is, absolutely. It is. But I just find Barbarian boring. Like the base barbarian, everything about barbarian just bores me. And I can literally not play it. I tried very much. I hated every single second. I wasn't happy. I don't know what it is. I mean, I even had more fun with druid leveling, and we all know that druid leveling is technically the most atrocious thing in the history of leveling, right? There's nothing more atrocious than druid leveling. By the way, yes, chat, deserted underpass, like any of these spider dungeons is just insane for this build. Because we're getting, don't forget in this build, we're getting essence on kill, chat. So whenever we kill something, we also get 4 essence back. On top of all the essence we're anyways getting already. Everything we're doing.
I'm not ready.
Makes this dungeon so insane. So insane. So insane.
I'm not ready.
This makes this dungeon so insane. So insane. So insane. 14 left. Should, like, don't they port like to me when there's 14 left? Was this 2 elixirs of fortitude? Really? Really? Nice. I'm gonna complain. What is better, this or Gigadot for solo play, Zir? Let me get this to level 100, min-max the Paragon board, try to get the last pieces of equipment that matter. Get my, you know, get everything up to the point where we want it to be, and then we'll talk, you know? I think this is gonna be going very well in the Abattoir of Zir as well, but I can't shake the feeling that the, I can't shake the feeling that the actual botlands build would be better, you know? Dahlia, good evening. Good to see you there.
I need more time.
So that's where I'm just not sure. I know this is good, like, and this is insane for this content, but I'm not sure if there's a ceiling for this, you know?
I'm not ready yet.
There's always a ceiling for certain builds. Might just be that the lucky hit of Blood Surge might just simply not be enough, you know? And that's like the only thing that's actually holding this back right now, that the lucky hit could be more. But this is something you can only fix to a degree, right? I can pick up every single lucky hit item I can find, and I can fix it to a degree that my lucky hit is bad. Fine. But I can only fix this to point X, and then it doesn't go further. Fine. So I can put on every single lucky hit item I can find. I can min max like my lucky hit thingy. Shit, I was about to bloodsmith. So I can min max my bloody lucky hit, and I've already been doing this. I mean, we have 15% on the gloves. We have like 12% on the ring. We're missing another 12% on the other ring. We even have lucky hit Walberia on the chest, right? It's crazy what we have essentially all in all together. But there's a limit. No, you could make Corpse Explosion into Darkness for more lucky hits. You could technically do this. The thing is that with more Corpse Explosion into Darkness, the lucky hit chance of 47% is stretched over 6 seconds. So it's 6 ticks of less lucky hit chance versus 1 tick of high lucky hit chance. So which one do you prefer?
I'm not ready yet.
That's the problem with your suggestion. Your suggestion is not wrong by nature. It's just that, like, is it actually better? You know? Literally don't know.
I'm not ready yet.
Would have to run a little trial and error to find out, you know, if it's better or not. That's buried halls and what's so crang? Poison is just annoying on anyone. Pull them all together. Thank you very much. And we're done. That's how you have to look at it with the lucky hint. That's why I'm unsure. I don't know, you know. Also, Dark Corpse Explosion doesn't create. I mean, Corpse Explosion is not there for damage. Corpse Explosion is just literally there to restore essence. It sounds sad to just have a skill in to do the essence restoration thingy, but that's literally why it exists, right? It doesn't exist for any other reason, just for that. By the way, this can have lucky hit chance while you have barriers, so I could still get a better helmet. That's interesting, but that's also like almost impossible to get that respective helmet. You know? Oh, wait. Gloves can always be good.
I cannot do that here.
Send a ring, no. Everything is scuffed. Do 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 do. Everything is scuffed. All junk. All junk. Everything is junk. Put that back in my box. Thank you. No, I don't want this. No, we don't want this. We have better corpse tendril thingy rolls. Okay, 97, here we come. Old stone, blood soak. Blood soak is volcanic, monster barrier. I hate volcanic, but... Can Infinimus and Overpower be mixed? Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. You know, yeah, but it doesn't make sense. The search build or your lance Lilith will be better in your opinion for Abattoir. We have to make a new lance build. Get So currently we made a new search build, but we also got to make a new lance build. So that's what we're waiting on. Oh, I got stunned. That's unlucky. Oh, you get so destroyed. So we're waiting essentially on the new lance build to be made. And I only have that much time, so sorry for not making it yet. We'll start experimenting. Like I'm currently want to bring this to 100. Then we want to kill Uber Lilith. You know? Then we want to kill Uber Lilith and also destroy tier 100 dungeon, because obviously like people want to see, can this like on level 100, is this even stronger? Like how fast can this kill bosses? Because the biggest upset about Blood Surge is that the boss killing speed is in comparison to the other builds a little bit slow. But I think like we should have this completely fixed with this. I mean, the boss clearing speed is still slower than Bone Spear. Yes.
I'm not ready.
Oh no. I kind of have like a solution for that. I think. I'm not sure if that's a good solution, because I think you should carry with you a second chest, guys. Because right now I have one chest that enables me to use a Cursed Touch. But I don't need a Cursed Touch against bosses. So the thought would be to carry a second chest with you to essentially enhance your damage when you're fighting bosses. You know? Because then I could take Blood Boil, and Blood Boil would actually give me guaranteed overpower damages and whatsoever. Because right now, as you can see, we would just need a chest with 5 skulls. And I could swap in Blood Boil. So it might be an interesting concept to say, what if? Just doing that. Just not 100% sure yet. Oh, he just died. Wow. So quick. Hee. Not more coming? I was like, not more? This is it? Puny amount of enemies? Hello? You're spawning a bit slow, lads. I feel like the 35% leveling speed right from the Mother's Blessing, this should just be our standard leveling speed, Chan. Oh, I'm totally fine with that, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually saved him. We saved the dudes. We saved the lads. Have Uberia get soaked up? Have everyone die? Oh, you had no chill, lads. They had no chill, guys. And he has a poison explosion, by the way, Chad. A poison explosion and a fire explosion. Can you be like any more annoying? Assuming blood orbs also reset Starless Sky. Well, that stings even more than ×2. So Starless Sky is really not an option. Exposed Flash is better than Starless in my testing. I'm not surprised. And the thing with Starless is you actually need to play with Starless, so you need to make sure to not cast many skills in between of your casts. So, and that's the problem. Like with Exposed Flesh, I don't have to care about anything. I just have to do my damage. Everything is vulnerable anyways. So there's like nothing I need to look out for, right? I just need to make sure the enemy is vulnerable, but the enemy is always vulnerable because this is how the whole build is made. That everyone is always vulnerable at any point of the game. So we're essentially like perfectly off. You know, for the Ring of Starless, you need to make sure to then not cast any skill in between. I mean, anyways, the Ring of Starless Skies shouldn't reset. I mean, once it ramped up the 40% bonus, it should just stay. Maybe it's a bit too OP, but I mean, it's meant to be an Uber unique, so you know. I mean, if the Uber unique ain't Uber, then why even bother? God, he just got nuked. No, what's happening? Me, 2, press 2. That is a lot of opponents. This is gonna go bad for me. Call an ambulance. Not for me. This is like, again, the vampires. They're hating me. That lag scared me. I don't even know what lag that was now. What kind of lag was this? Kind of lag where you lose your hardcore character. Kind of lag where you say that's it. It was nice to know you, Timothy the Third. Rest in pepperonis, please. The kind of lag we're talking about. Timothy Jebediah Jones the 8th. You shall rest with your brethren. Now, finally. time has come. Sorry, lads. I was just using you for cooldown reduction. No hurt feelings. Oh god, that was what we're talking about, chat. When all the things are exactly hitting like they're supposed to hit, huh?
I need more time.
See how I can just hold my button down and we're not running out, chat. I can literally just hold the button down and we're not running out of, like, did you just see where there's and more. Absolute utter perfection. And the more lucky hit we have, the better it goes. Right? Tormented Ruins. Belfry Zakara. Monster poison damage. Inferno should work. Should work. Just one more question. That's enough. First 500 gifted, then the next question. Come on now. Doombringer drop. What's your opinion? I don't think Doombringer will work in any blood build, sadly, because we really don't have the aspect slots at all for it. It might work in a shadow build, but even there, I have my doubts that you kind of need it. Doombringer is like nice to have, but hard to execute in any singular way. I mean, let's be fair. Necro has this issue with most Uber uniques. Like not a single Uber unique is needed to make a Necro build better. Yes, Shaco, obviously, but that's kind of like because Shaco is like a little bit no-brainer. But nothing, like none is needed to make a single build that much better. Because you always like in Necro, the trade-off is always so harsh because you're losing one of your offensive aspects, and the offensive aspects of Necro are just so good. Like either you're losing an offensive one or you're losing a resource aspect, and Jesus. Resource aspects and offensive aspects are each vice versa so damn good on Necro that it's just absolute pain to lose any one of them at any point, you know? Is he dead? Is he exploding now? Is he not exploding? Are you good? God, he just got absolutely bamboozled. Poor little guy. Oh, you are getting protected by him. I was wondering where's your damage reduction coming from, you know? How are you not dying? Holy balls, they just got destroyed.
I'm not ready yet.
This is unlimited power, chat. What build is this? It's the Blood Surge Infinite Essence Undying Bulwark Emperor of Death.
I need more time.
Too much? I somehow gotta fit Storm in there as well. In the wording. But yeah, kind of like that, you know? Undying, Infinite Essence, Storm, Bulwark, Death, Blood Surge. I put it all together. Imagine I said something cool, Chad. Just imagine for a second I said something cool. Thank you, Elusive, for the 22 months. Elusive, how are you doing, brother? Are you still playing Diablo, or did you already leave and go to the next game? How dare you? How dare you as a casual gamer to not commit your life to a game? What the fuck, Elusive? Would you consider using Black River on the build? To bring it back to the original statement that I made, you don't have the aspect slots. There's no singular way where I have the aspect slots for Black River. So Black River also wouldn't make this better because you're not making enough corpses. Again, lucky hit chance of Blood Surge is actually shit. So playing a build that works with lucky hit chance while playing Blood Surge is actually stupid. Why is it still working? Well, that's because we made it work with the Ring of the Sacrilegious Souls, but you gotta like consider that technically this is stupid. And that's where the Bloodlands build again will dominate potentially, because the Bloodlands build is using a higher lucky hit chance and therefore should enable us to be even more efficient than we are right now. And we're already very efficient. Oh, the anime PUBG. I actually heard about the My Hero Academia VR. So you're not surprising me there, Elusive. I'm just surprised by your weakness. What I heard is actually good, to be honest. Okay, let's just kill all of these here too, because again, experience is experience, I guess. Right? And I really don't have to kill anyone here, but we are trying to get level 100. So might as well just dive back here into the trenches to get everyone killed. So yeah, the build is linked in the description below on YouTube. There's also a YouTube video about this build online. There might be some changes coming to level 100, but we'll definitely be killing Uber Lilith today. So that's our secret plan. We'll be killing Uber Lilith. Tarak, thank you for the brand new sub. Huh? A brand new sub, another one. Geez, so many new subs on a dying category on Twitch, chat. That's cool. Howdy. Well, not even a joke, right? I mean, like, Diablo's going down until next season and until the Abattoir of Zir comes. So again, having like new subs is always a blessing. So you want to stand max range to make like a bonus Bone Storm, because if he's getting pummeled by multiple Bone Storms, that is more lucky hit, just in case you wonder. And more lucky hit means more chance to restore essence, and then I can just stand here and essentially hold my button down and just restore essence like there's no tomorrow, right? There's my here storm. Make the storm we talked about. Make the storm we talked about. Dash through a couple of times. Make some corpses. Use the corpses to actually use corpse tendrils. And as you can see, I'm not really producing that many corpses here, because again, the build is not the best at corpse production. It just produces just enough corpses, which is interesting though, because if you're producing just enough corpses, and now you have to think about this, guys. What happens if we're producing just enough corpses? Then Scent of Death, and Scent of Death says, while at least 2 corpses nearby, you gain 15% damage reduction. The funny part is, with no corpses nearby, 15% multiplicative damage. So what do you think we're getting most of the time? Demo, thank you for the 13 centuries. Demo, welcome back, brother. Cheerio. Also, which one would you say is the best for Nightmare Dungeons and Helltide? This one. So this is just perfect for Helltides. Any tips for solo players having a hard time getting items for any builds? You play... I mean, you can get Living Steel extremely easy from Helltides. You do Blood Harvest. Blood Harvest gives resources like crazy left, right, and center. So that's that. Yeah. Steadfast Barracks, bleeding damage, poison damage, lightning damage. I don't want to do Endless Gates. Steadfast Barracks, monster. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think you should do. Can Bloodwave be converted into Bloodlands with a few items swoop ZDC? Can Bloodwave be converted into Bloodlands? Bloodlands works together, but it's just very untanky. That's why you're playing the build called the Litless Lands, where you're actually using Bloodlands together with the Litless Wall to have a wombo combo of destruction going. And that's what we're also going to be... That's what we're working on the next Bloodless... on the next Bloodlands build, to do the same that we're doing with Blood Surge right now, because you notice how well this is working for Blood Surge, and for lands it's going to be even better. And that will be perfection. I'm not ready yet. Did we just choose a Death Pulse dungeon? Oh no. Pony, you're an idiot. Do you want to guess how many tier 100 butchers I've met today already, Chad? 3. I mean, sometimes you don't get a single one in a week to come. I have met in the past 2 days 20 butchers, at least. the minimal amount. I wish I was exaggerating. Season 3 is February 3rd. No, 23rd Jan. I mean, usually season ends and new season starts straight away, so there's not much hold up between. So right now, this season ends like somewhere in January, end of January, and then season 3 should be coming like end of January as well. Obviously, we have no confirmation for that, so we'll have to wait until... all the infos. Can you take down the butcher in tier 100? As I get level 100, yes, but before level 100, no. Why not before level 100? Because I'm just not having the paragon points and the sturdiness to overcome him. I have the damage. I mean, we've already killed a tier 90 butcher with this build as we were level 90, so that's very good. But yeah, the build can keep up with him because you have actually the armor with the storm. And you have the damage. But right now I'm scaling my damage nicer. So with level 90, I was doing like 2 million, 2.5 million overpowers. Right now that we're level 97, we're doing up to 6 million overpowers. And I think if we as we get to level 100 and get our glyphs upgraded, then the 10 million plus overpowers are standard. And the fun part about 10 million overpowers is, again, we're playing a skill, or we're playing an aspect that makes our Blood Surge echo again. Which means that I essentially do one 10 million hit, and then I always do a 5 million hit straight away. So the higher I am able to hit, the higher also I will always surge afterwards, right? That's like the fun part about the double Blood Surge thingy. That you're dealing like double thruple damage. A triple threat, you know? You're not just annoying, you're just annoying twice. And then you also have unlimited essence, so that's also funny on top of that, right? Is there temerity or using shielding storm? Shielding storm, temerity is inefficient because temerity needs you to keep attacking where shielding storm always works. Yeah. So temerity needs you to essentially keep attacking, but once you break your chain of attacking, like you kind of don't get temerity anymore. That makes sense to you. Whereas shielding storm, like as long as you have storms going, it's just shielding you, and you kind of always have storms going, as you can see. So yeah, that's where temerity can be sometimes a problem. Nigeria runs today, maybe later, but right now my main goal is to get level 100. Chat, welcome to the most annoying boss in the dungeon, in any dungeon, to be honest. Against her, by the way, we learned that we definitely need to play... Definitely need to play Hemorrhage to essentially have our Fortify be up. Because if we weren't playing Hemorrhage versus her, we ended up in a point where our Fortify wasn't fortifying the way we wanted to. So we ended up like essentially like being without Fortify because she just throws these balls of lightning, thunder striking, and then just hurts you. We don't want that, right? And you want to stay above 50% Fortify, obviously, because if you're not staying above 50% Fortify, you're losing on 8%, what was it called again? We're losing 8% crit damage, and if we lose 8% crit damage, that is horrible. Okay, now dominate higher for more dominate. That brings us also to Imbiber out here. That out here. This out there. Imbiber in here. Exploit in here. Dominate in there. Okay. Mm. That's what we wanted to have. Fermented, belfry. They're all shade. Avenger, monster, shadow damage over. Oh, you all shit. Oh, Gore ruins. Death pulse. Yeah, sure. Gore ruins. Nice. We can do this. Is the Necro? Yes, this is the Necro. Where's MW3? What is this sucking game doing on you? Well, this sucking game is having a way nicer community, a way more supportive community, and way more amazing people around that don't just come randomly in my stream and ask me why I'm playing a game and not another game. Mr. Osama Jada. So what is this game doing for me? Everything that Modern Warfare 3 is not, including you not being here. So yeah. Whatever it is, the power award from your Bloodlines to your Blood Surge build, it's exactly the same for this build.
I'm not ready yet.
I know this is not the answer the person was looking for, but it's the answer I had already.
I'm not ready yet.
You know, I've never had a Diablo viewer for not asking me why I'm not playing something else. It's more like, thank you that you're still playing Diablo. But even if I was playing something else, they would still be interested because you know what? You can actually watch Diablo and do other games at the same time. It's really hard to do with Call of Duty.
I need more time.
But yeah. Not gonna say Diablo viewers are better, but they're definitely more used to variety. Okay, everything is dead, but that, yeah, I want to say there's one spider somewhere that isn't dead. This is very dangerous to do, right? Because we're killing all these spiders, but at the same time as we're killing all these spiders, we're like standing here in the middle where the death pulse is happening. So we're essentially just asking, or we're just waiting for the moment where one gigantic death pulse is just going to tear me apart like as if I'm made out of paper, right? I mean, there's definitely a world where I'm just randomly going to dash and then suddenly like all this is just going to collapse down on me and absolutely destroy me. Or not, because I'm just better. What do we know about the new Blight event that's coming soon? That is just Midwinter Blight. That's just skins and that's it. So Midwinter Blight is the Christmas event, and the Christmas event is literally just skins. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing exciting about it. I'm like, okay, just skins is cool, so that's that. You'll be able to get a bunch of cosmetics, but it's not like new end game, so it's not like something hard to grind for. It's just a little nice to have, I guess. Right? I mean, then again, I love they're doing a seasonal event because I've always complained when games don't do seasonal events. So I think it's good they're doing something, but it's nothing to get like overly excited for. Like, oh yeah, there's, you know, what kind of content is there coming? Well, what can we do? What's the next hard dungeon? Like, so I think like a lot of people are going to be disappointed merely because they're hoping for more. I'm just happy that we get something seasonal. I've been complaining like when New World didn't do it in the beginning, for example, when they missed the train, and when PUBG also missed out on seasonal stuff and that kind of thing. So yeah, I think people are just hoping for like something like super grand and amazing, and it's going to turn out to be like quite lackluster for what the people are like hoping it for it to be potentially, you know.
I'm not ready.
We'll see. You know?
I'm not ready yet.
I heard Prey on the Weak Vampiric Power is not working. I mean, it's definitely making things vulnerable, so it's working. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's 100% working vulnerable-wise. I don't know if it's working damage-wise, but that's not why I play it. prey on the weak for a permanent source of vulnerable. I don't essentially have to care with my other sources to make vulnerable. I can use my other sources for other shenanigans.
I'm not ready.
I mean, you can also easily test it. There's a video how it's not applying the multiplicative. Yeah, but again, you're not playing it for the multiplicative. You're playing it for the vulnerable. So if the multiplicative is not applying, yeah, that's bad luck Brian, I guess. It's literally like the least important part about the ability, essentially.
I need more time.
But my crit chance is relatively low recently. I'm just being unlucky on my overpowers. Oh. Okay, 15, 15, 15, dominate up. And where are we at right now? We're currently at... 2.2. No, I'm still at 27%. I didn't lose anything. Good, 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 good. I was wondering. I felt like I lost something. That disenchants some nightmare sigils again. Total armor. Maximum life damage reduction. I need essence cost reduction boots, though. Is the new build video up for this? It is. No Uber unique? No, I don't play any. I mean, even if I had many Uber uniques, most of my builds would not feature Uber uniques because you simply don't have them. You know, I mean, imagine me only making builds with Uber uniques. And at this point, you're going to be like, well, that's cool. Like, it's really nice to look at, but I can't play this because I don't have the Uber unique. All the things I play are easily acquirable. I mean, yes, sometimes you get really fucking unlucky and you don't get something, but from a chance to get the things I'm using, you have it. Like, it's there. You can get the things easily, you know? So that was always important for me because I really wanted you to be able. So people were asking, how good is this build in Hell Tides? Let me just quickly show you how good this build is in Hell Tides, right? You have a cold? No, I'm good. Don't worry. It's just voice, nothing else. How long does it level up for Nightmare Dungeons? Well, what do you mean? Like, how long does it take until you can do Nightmare Dungeons? I mean, level, like, I'm with level 50, like from level 50 on, it's worth it to do them. So you essentially just walk into, you know, you just walk into your enemies and that's it. This is how efficient you are in Nightmare Dungeons, chat. This is how efficient you are in overworld content. I just kind of run around, you know, never going out of essence, and I just continuously kill everything forever, and yeah. This is how I'm doing overworld content wise. And when you get one of these weird bosses here, you just eat him, you know? You just eat his soul. Soul eaten. And since your Blood Surge has an absolutely incredible range, you just walk up to everything and then you just press the button and everything dies. That's how incredible range works. Just a boop, 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 boop. And since we're having the build that doesn't run out of essence, like we don't just run out of essence and then we just dash and we get more. And the next event, and the next event, and more cinders. Whee! Oh, that's another boss fight. This is also simple because you're essentially just running around and you're just one buttoning everything, right? And the next boss. Whee!
I need more time.
And done. To the next event. To the Batmobile.
I need time to do that.
This is why I'm saying the build is like so efficient in overworld content, because it just simply is, you know? You want to do Hell Tides, you got it. Any suggestions for your essence until you get more Paragon points? You play Iron Maiden. I mean, if you don't have the Lilith wall, I would play Iron Maiden anyways. It's mentioned in the video, like in case you haven't watched the video yet. Because playing Iron Maiden is essentially a cheat code to continuously restore your essence. You don't need it if you have a good exposed flash and the Lilith wall going on and all that kind of stuff. Until then though, yeah. What is Blood Surge for PvP? Necro is just not good for PvP in general. That being said, with any of my Lilith wall builds, I kill multiple, like recently I got jumped by a barbarian and a mage, lightning ball mage and a P4 barbarian. They jumped into me. I activated my bone storm and my shadow damage absolutely obliterated them. The same goes for blood damage. You can do the same because overpower is just overpowered. And then you just overpower them. Simple. And yes, by the way, we will kill Uber Lilith today, guys. So the actual goal is to get this character to 100, that we then do Uber Lilith as well. We can definitely do it before 100, but I just want it to be one of these tries where you're just like, your mouth is standing open, you know, you're just like, what the fuck just happened? Did he just violate her? The answer is yes. Blood Surge. The only problem with Uber Lilith is that you can never start the fight with a bang, because we need Fortify for that, right? I mean, again, Fortify is my damage. So in order to truly start Uber Lilith with like a super shebang, you kind of need to be Fortified first. So yeah, we're in for 5 minutes, guys. We're down to almost 200 cinders, right? So you have a very good farm rate if you get like the right events and everything. And the biggest advantage is you can always stand on the objectives, right? You just press one button and it just kills everything. I wish it would spawn opponents a little bit faster, because you're doing good, right? You're killing them super fast. Shouldn't opponents spawn faster the faster you kill things? Technically. I mean, see, there's literally like a phase where nothing is coming. What's that? Do you have this build called, this is just Blood Surge? I mean, I'm still trying to find a name, like the Undying Storm, Emperor of Doom, Infinite Essence, Shenanigans, blah. Giga Penta Ultra Dot, Ultra Essence Mancer. Bloodstorm, Undying Bloodstorm. I'm bad at names. Honestly, I'm bad at names. That's why my wife gave our daughter names, because I'm bad at names. Else they would have been called Chakalina and Mercedes, probably. Sorry if any one of you is called Chakalina or Mercedes. That's like, they're no bad names, you know? It's just taste. It's just taste. They're no bad names. Okay. Oh.
I need time to do that.
Abattoir Daughter 2, exactly. There's a lot of bad names. There's a lot of bad names. Still, it's taste, you know, it's taste. Cultural thingy, you know, taste and culture.
I need time to do that.
I don't have a potion running the whole time, huh? Infinite Sparkle Smith.
I need more time.
I live in Germany as a Danish with a German wife, and we gave all our kids Danish Old North names. I mean, like we're called Mats, Leif, and Jan.
More time.
That's me and my brothers. Talking about Danish Nordic names, my friend. My parents always liked the Nordic names. I won't complain. And they gave my brothers also second names because my older brother is called Jan Henrik. Yeah. My younger brother is called Leif Erik. Couldn't be more Nordic, to be honest. And I'm just called Mats Eike. Sadly, I got an annoying second name. Sad face. Cool first name, annoying second name. And right now, honestly, like 10 years back when you had like a Nordic name, people were still, or 20 years back when I was born, 30 years back, fuck me. I'm old. When you were born, Nordic names were still not so much in vibe, right? People were having rather biblical names still and all that kind of shebang. But nowadays, having Nordic names is like on vogue, right? Everyone's having Nordic names. Everyone want to be called Thor. I'm still mad I'm not called Merlin. Screw my parents. I have a friend who's called Merlin. He's called Timo with first name, but Merlin with a second name. I would always recommend like calling him by his second name. We'll be trying the Bloodlands build next. Yes, because the Bloodlands build and the Blood Surge build share the same Paragon board. You know how difficult it is to swap from the Bloodlands to the Surge build? You open the skills and I'm essentially just swapping all the points in Blood Surge into Bloodlands and that's it. Say it, Chan. That's how difficult it is. By the way, can someone quickly check helltides.com and tell me where the chest is? So I don't have to check helltides.com and I can keep blasting. So anyway, I kept blasting.
I need more time.
That's all Viking names mostly, and you're welcome from Miss Danes. Yep, I appreciate it. I'm very, very happy about my name. Be worse. We call Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Any Kevins in the chat? Come on now. Any Kevins? The thing is, why don't you want to be called Kevin in Germany? Because Kevin is always the clown in the class. Kevin is the child that disturbs everyone. Kevin is awful, honestly. God damn it. The problem is we did have a Kevin in school, and he was exactly that Kevin. Out. Hello, Bash Slayer. Good to see you there. Were you that Kevin, though? Like, so now comes the grand question. Were you that Kevin, though? Or are you the other Kevin? I'm the normal Kevin. That's good to know. Honestly, I know you just told me, chat, but like my brain doesn't compute. I literally need to look it up myself.
I need more time.
So thank you for looking it up, chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate the efforts. I just had to look it up myself regardless because else my brain doesn't compute. It's like I read your things, but it's like beep 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 beep. what they said? Makes no sense. Yeah, I was expecting like 20 cinders from this. I'm pretty disappointed right now. Yeah, like, no, it's not your descriptions. It's just literally my brain not computing, you know? You did admirably well, Chad. Under these circumstances of trying to talk to someone who is dense as F, you did admirable, and you shall be commanded. I'm sorry for being dense, Chad. No, you don't. If he interrupted me there, anger, Chad. Soul, beast, cruelty. Cruelty is actually good. I'm only trying to take like the good elixirs. You know, I don't take all of them. I don't need the resistance ones, right? Because we all know, even if you take a resistance elixir and then you take like an anti-poison elixir, right? And you go into a poison dungeon and you're like, yeah, now I'm ready, right? What's gonna happen? Oh yeah, what's gonna happen is you're gonna die still to the poison because it's bugged. So yeah, that brings me to the question, guys. If you're not from Germany, what name is usually that one kid that's always annoying in class? I'm Irish and Sean is my first name. It's Irish for John and second name is Patrick. So you're Sean Patrick. Oh, it's a pretty good name though. I'm saying. Trevor is in the US, I guess. Denmark is Kenneth. Well, Kenneth is probably Kevin in Danish, right? Knew it from the beginning.
I need more time.
It's Kenneth or Brian. Torben. Yeah, Torben sounds like someone that is really annoying. Fucking Torben. Honestly, I can really see that. Like, Torben! Shut the fuck up. Stop disturbing the class. Preslov? You need to add your country, Chad, or we're gonna be confused by not knowing your country. What's with Spain? Who's the Spanish annoying kid? The standard Spanish annoying kid, or Portugal? You know, it's the Portuguese annoying kid. Standard, widely accepted. Here's to the Philippine, Francis. How are you doing? Oh, will you please stand there, everyone? Okay, chat, we have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get to the other chest. Where's the other chest? Oh, all the way to the north. I'll never get there. King of the North, King of the North. Rod Duval, good to see you there, brother. Danny is the real what the fuck kid in Denmark, and that's my name too. At least it's cool.
I cannot do that here.
God damn it, Danny. Evaristo in Bolivia. I can't yell Evaristo even. I shouldn't yell anyways. I mean, my children really strained me yesterday, you know? When they weren't listening, I had to get louder, at least a bit. I can't get louder currently. I cannot even get more intense. This is the problem with this voice right now. I have no level of intensity. I can just speak in this level, you know?
I need more time.
So that's it. Doesn't get more intense than that. Have you ever gotten the 10 living steel? I have honestly so far gotten the 10 living steel chest one single time. And it feels like they took it out again because it was too good. The 10 living steel chest is as annoying as Uber Uniques, right? Because you know it exists, you know your friends are constantly getting them, but you're not seeing it. I feel like there should be a pity timer. Like this is something that Hearthstone did extremely well. So Hearthstone has a pity timer, guys. If you're not getting one legendary in 30 packs, you will get a guaranteed legendary pity timer. Cards. And I feel like there should be more pity timers in Diablo, because right now, like, you know your friends are getting Uber Uniques, right? Left, right, and center, and you haven't seen a single one, even though you're trying. The same goes for this 10 living steel chest and what's on. So I feel like Diablo should think about adding more pity timers, because that's exactly what they are. They're taking pity with your poor soul. And I know a lot of people who literally stop playing the game because like after even 100 duriels, they haven't gotten an uber unique. And you should be getting one uber unique after 100 duriels, because that's 100 fucking duriels. If you're not necessarily buying the mats, that is a lot of time you actually spend with the game for nothing. So in my eyes, there should be pity timers, and I'm not asking for handouts because I'm the content creator. I have the time. I don't fucking care. This is for the casual players. This is for the overall viewer base, right? For the overall player base of the game, a pity timer would be healthy. I don't need it. I have the time. I have no life. My life. This is my life. It's okay, chat. Embrace the pain. So yeah, Azazel, thank you for the 61 centuries. Grimpaw, also good to see you there. Welcome everyone to the Knights of the Round Table. Greetings on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you are, wherever you're watching. Thank you. 132 duriels and not even one. I mean, say the number, Chad. Say the number. And don't feel it's ridiculous. Some people are saying they have done 300 duriels, they got one uber unique, and that's okay. 300 duriels. Even if we're saying that every duriel takes like 2 to 5 minutes. Let's assume 5 minutes with a setup of running in and so on. So what's 300 times 5 minutes? A lot. 1,500 minutes, right? Ma. But you see, like, and people are like, this is okay. No, this is not. It's not okay. If you're doing 300 tries, you should have at least 3 uber uniques. At least. It's not okay. And again, we're not asking for handouts. It's just human psychology. Because you know that people on the way to the 300 tries, they're looking for gratification. They're looking for any kind of rewards. They're looking to get anything for their efforts. But the only thing they're getting, that was a 7 million crit, Chad. There was just a 7 million crit. So the only thing they're getting is they're getting fucked over sideways. And they're not even having fun while doing that. And that's not good. So knowing there's a pity timer. So knowing that every 50 duriels you will get an uber unique, or every 100 duriels you will get an uber unique, you could at least count down. So the worst case scenario is that in 100 tries, you get at least 1, with the chance to actually get 2. Right? And that would be vastly better in every singular way than what we have right now. Just from a human psychology standpoint, alone that, right? And like boo-hoo-hoo to the players that play 400 hours per week. Yeah, sorry if average Timmy has an uber unique too. I mean, let's be real. The value of uber uniques doesn't exist anymore. There is no value to uniques because you can just get them easy. Everyone, their mom and Francis can get the uber uniques, right? There is no value to them anymore. There's no rarity to them anymore. The more time you put in, the easier you get them. So there's like no point of saying that you as the person who plays more, you as the terminally online person get punished for other people getting them easier. Because it's easy to get them. It's end of the day still a game of perseverance. Like how much of your brain cells do you want to lose for getting uber uniques that you don't even need? Right? Do you think buying mats is worth it? Absolutely. Like if you're too lazy to farm them, just buy them. I mean, right now I have 100 million golds. I don't need it for anything. I could just buy the mats. Like how many acts could I get for 100 million gold, Chad? I think I could buy like right now to 20 duriel runs or 30 duriel runs or so. I actually don't know. Where can you buy them? Oh, Discord. There's people who do nothing else than farm these things. There's some farm bots out there at this point as well. There are people that still have trillions from duping glitches. So there is a trading Discord. I think Diablo.trade or something like this. On the trading Discord, you can also sell items, because what you usually do is you do duriel runs, and then the items you're getting from duriel runs, you're selling. Okay? So this is what you do. because people pay obscene amounts for 925 items. You might not need these 925 items, but there are people out there left, right, and center that really want your 925 items, because what's trash for you, it's gold for someone else, and people really don't know what's good for them. So people just get you, like, I don't even know at this point. People just give you like up to 100 million for just some random glove that you think is trash. You know? And that's why like you actually do durials, and with the durials you're financing your further durials, and then and rinse and repeat. You know, this is kind of like how it's going on. Like, do a durial, then use the money you gain from durial from Diablo trade to do more durials. The thing is, and this is why I don't do it. Like, I want to play Diablo, right, Chad? I don't want to sit in the Diablo trade Discord to trade items to then be able to do durials. You know, I want to play the game. I don't want to sit in a Discord to sell items to other people to make profit. That's work. You know, I want to play and have fun. When if the trading was at least in game and I could put it in an auction house and then just go AFK, great, different, right? So again, I could, if there was an auction house and I just put my stuff up and someone buys it, and it just happens while I'm masturbating right now and having like, I don't know, a coffee at the same time. A bit shaky, dangerous, but yeah, the thrill of it, you know? And then I come back and play the game, right? So that's how I see it. Would you consider trying your Overpower Bloodlines build again? We are going to make a better version of it. Auction house would be lovely. I mean, in order for an auction house to exist, they need to change their stance on trading. I mean, right now they have a game vision, and you might think about the game vision what you want, but something is really not adding up there. Because why can I trade yellow items, but I can't trade like uniques and so on? So it just literally, like, trading wise, it doesn't make much sense for me. Like, why the one, not the other? Why can't I trade with the people that are in the dungeon with me? It has worked before. It will work again. So this is kind of like a little bit of a weirdness factor, you know, where you're just unsure, why is it this way? Why can't we have nice things? Where are you? So in order for literally trading to come, like, they need to, like, really change their attitude towards some things. Make that possible. Fine. But for that, Joe Shelley or whoever is responsible, like, whoever has the grand vision for Diablo, that essentially changed their opinion. Because someone higher up has a certain opinion on trading and doesn't want to see it in the game, else we would have it, right? Okay, let's disenchant some of these glyphs that we don't need so we can pick up new glyphs. Fire damage, cold, fire, shadow, overtime, damage. My wife writing me messages. Overtime. And now disenchant all the other shit that you really don't want to do because it's annoying. Someone spend money with my card. Would you update your video if you make changes to the build? I mean, we just made a new video. But we'll also make a level 100 video of this. So this is essentially now this is the level 92 version. I already changed the Paragon board a little bit because we came up with some things. and we might change the Paragon board even more. So right now my goal is we just want to push to 100 because I want to see the 10 million. So right now it's a road to 10 million overpower crits, because I know it should be possible from the power level and from everything I have seen with the old build. But I might have to swap some things around to truly get to the 10 million. I mean, the highest we've seen is 7 now, which is already crazy, like randomly cruising through the dungeon. So you just do 7 millions. But we gotta get more regularity in there. You know, like you see there's some overpowers just for 800k and then 100k overpowers and all that kind of stuff. It would be good if I just do some corpse explosions in between, because this is literally what's holding our damage back. Like I'm not doing any kind of corpse explosions in between, and corpse explosions is 40% multiplicative damage, right? That's like a huge portion of our damage. So we gotta actually, like, you know, get in the habit to doing some corpse explosions, because right now I just don't do any. I mean, as you notice, I'm pressing 2 and dashing, 2 and dashing. So that's what I do. I press 2 and dash, and then I press 2 and dash again, and then I press 2 and dash again. That's what I do. Okay? In between, I press 4. Forest Bone Storm. But it's 2 dash, 2 2 2 dash, 2 2 2 2 2 dash. And then, like, while I dungeon, it's like 2 and dashing, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, and whenever I get in danger, I would also press 5 for Blood Mace. Any changes from Experimental Link? No, the Experimental Link has actually the most current Paragon board. My Paragon board is actually worse than the link in the YouTube video right now. And that is because we made the thing better. We made the thing in the description perfect. We might still, like, under real life conditions, so we made it perfect in a theory room, okay? And under real life conditions, there might be some changes for survivability, because right now I have 8,500 armor. That is not enough. We all know that is not enough. That is a problem. 8,500 armor sees me die every now and then. When I'm not dying here right now, because I also have like 17,000 Baria. So we're kind of like substituting armor for Baria, which works, but only to a degree. Oh wait, there's an event happening here. We might want to cop that event. No event? What? It's back here then. Oh, just a bunch of minions. Okay. See, that's just random 1 million overpowers, but we gotta get more regular higher overpowers, right? Let's go to armor at level 100. You need 13,500. You need 13,500. You don't have 13,500. You suck. And if the 13,500 is achieved over disobedience, that's fine. So right now what we need, disobedience. But if I take disobedience, I need a better chest, but I don't have the chest that would be perfect for disobedience right now. And I'm actually like, I'm really not looking at chests, so I'm actually making a mistake currently where I am not looking at chests to make things better, and I'm kind of like hampering my own personal growth a little bit. Oh, you're getting so destroyed, mommy. So yeah, I gotta look more at chest because I need something with lucky hit and so on. And also we can higher our damage here over the dominate glyph. That's why we're pushing dominate, because right now we're slowly creeping up to the 3,000% overpower, right? This is why we need dominate and the essence glyph maximum leveled up, because we have 600% critical strike damage and we have 2,500 overpower, but that's not even max. We can get more. World boss is already done. 4 minutes. Okay, if I can't do a nightmare dungeon in 4 minutes, I don't deserve the world boss. Buried halls. Yeah, whatever. Right? If I can't do it, I don't deserve it. Will this build work? I level with this build, zombies. I level with this build. The leveling build has a few special things where you're actually playing Iron Maiden for leveling, but we also have a YouTube video on the leveling version of this build. Guess what? Guess what? Blood Surge going, Mr. Final Boss? Well, let me start the dungeon and you tell me. What you think? Dungeon can be so annoying if you're essentially like not you're not doing damage in a cone around you. Like with any other build, this dungeon is like always annoying unless you actually do your damage in 360 degrees around you. Then you don't care because you essentially just murder everything. Otherwise, this dungeon can be just absolute pain in the booty pants. A YouTube video on the YouTube video. Well, the thing that's missing right now is, guys, I'm currently trying to get hold back on my on one of my websites to do some editing myself on the website. So what I'm currently planning to do is I want to whip out the website to put like every single build on there with links to the videos and the descriptions. Because right now you can go on YouTube and you can always look for the video, right? But you don't have like anywhere like a centralized stage where it's like, this is Blood Surge. This is all the versions of Blood Surge. And this is like all the build planners we've had for Blood Surge. And then this is like, you know, this is not Blood Surge. This is Bloodlands, and here's that and that. So I kind of need to put this all like on the website gathered so you can just easier access this, because right now it's kind of like a little bit, you gotta find the right build video on YouTube, and then you gotta look for that, and it's kind of like, oh. So bear with me, guys. I'm slow with doing bonus things because right now when I'm done streaming today, I actually got to do a video for tomorrow, a sponsored video piece about something that's not Diablo, but it's a really amazing game that I got early access to, and that's the strategy game, but I can't tell you more. So it's a strategy game, and it's like real-time combat and some base building and all that kind of stuff. Super cool. Quite unique, especially because it has some like historical accurate shenanigans happening. So that's nice. But yeah, like I have to do this sponsored piece, for example, and then we'll be moving from that sponsored piece to like, you know, working on the website things. The PAX Day, we already did a PAX Day video in case you missed it. It was a really good PAX Day video. You shouldn't miss it. Oh yes, give me more. Oh god, that was so good. Did you notice how my lucky hits were lucky hitting there, Chad? How my procs were procking, how my claps were clippity clappeting? 24 seconds. See, I deserve it. I deserve it. You're new here? Well, Nicholas, greetings. How are you doing? There's no shame in being new. You just missed out all on the amazing content beforehand.
Not while I'm in town.
Also, PAX Day is not a strategy game. It's an MMORPG. I changed over to Death Speaker because I love minions. Dude, I was doing the Death Speaker build before, and then I noticed that it's just sadly. Is it worth it to make a second Necro for level 1 Metamorphosis? Well, ask my second Necro. I mean, Steel, is it worth it? I mean, like, what are you doing? Are you participating in some speed running competition? No. So this is my second Necro, but I made this because I make so many guides that I get too lazy to reskill. So I have a Shadow Necro now, and I have essentially a Blood Necro, and this is going to be Shadow and Blood mix. But I was just too lazy to respec, so we ended up doing, you know, that. Because at some point you really can't be asked anymore. sad how few corpses we're just making. I wish there was just a safer way for corpse reduction on this build. And we'll really have to check if Shadow would make more corpses. It's like the last thing we kind of have, right? So Lilith with Death Speaker. I mean, I don't think it's like terrible. Don't get me wrong. No one said that. I do absolutely believe that you can totally destroy Lilith with Death Speaker's pendant. We'll never call your build bad, sir. Don't you worry. Okay, that was a good world boss. Now you could sell these 925 items, for example. Buried Halls. Was Buried Halls Crusaders? I want to do Crusaders Cathedral. I like that one. Decompose, upgrade, because corpses to spawn under targets. Not worth it. Because again, we need the auto attack to fortify. So that's kind of like why we're playing Hemorrhage there. You know? It's just, against bosses, you have no safe source of fortify otherwise. And that's just not acceptable. You could technically... I mean, you could technically make corpses fortify you. So using corpses. But that would steal a complete Paragon Glyph away from you. And that would be bad. You know? Oh no, this is a Lightning Storm. This is why I don't want it to do this. This is why I didn't want to do this specific Nightmare Dungeon. I hate Lightning Storm. You know, everything in this game is about speed, momentum, violence, and oh wow. And then you have Lightning Storm, which is like, oh yeah, you know what? How about we just slow you down? Can bosses you fortify using Blood Orbs? No, not with this build. Because we're not making Blood Orbs. That's not completely true. We're making Blood Orbs with... Do I have it? Yeah, we're making Blood Orbs with Majiggy.
I need more time.
Yeah, we're not really using Blood Orbs with this build. Blood Orbs overrated. We get jebaited. Better for the Bloodlines build to use Blood Orbs. This is also why I really desperately want to turn this into the Bloodlines build too. Because I want to test how the Bloodlines version of this will work. So that's an easy level 99 here, Chad. An easy level 99 on this shrine. I mean, seriously, what the toxic, right? As long as not a random corpse bow just impales me, we're essentially unkillable here. Easy, told you. Yee. I love these cursed shrines. What can I say? Oh, you make me run out of a resource every now and then. Uh-oh. Whee! Oh, the build is Zir ready, Jacob, but I'm not level 100 yet, and I'm not min-maxed on armor. You know? When I'm not even level 100. The build itself is Zir ready for sure. But I don't have the gear to do it right now. That's a whole different conclusion. I just love Embalmer with the sack ring. Keeps my essence top off. I mean, Embalmer's good. But I prefer T-bolts, obviously. Right now for this build, especially because we're topping up essence. Like, as you can see, we have 200 essence because we're having a potion, but we usually have 170 essence because you want as much essence as possible with this build. Because the more essence you have, the more essence you can regain, but also the more essence you have to spend in the beginning to regain essence. So more is more, Chan. To say it with the words of a wise man, more is more in this game. Did he just run away from me? He just literally ran away from me. Ow! You ran away from me and pulled me into your friend. Should invite us to your party for XP? Nah, I would die faster in a tier 100 dungeon. I mean, I should still survive without much issues. But on the other hand, like I don't even want to bother. Ow. See, this is like the thing that happens because I don't have the armor. If I invite someone, I have to put on a chest, and the chest has to have disobedience on it, and then I have the armor to actually survive these things. Yeah. I don't want to do that. I'm lazy.
I need more time.
No? So that's where we are. And why we're not inviting someone. Also, then we always have to wait for the person to press ready. Pony antisocial in the chat. Blocking the doorway. Should blocking the doorway. I feel like that thing should be able to nuke itself. Because he just shot at me, right? With his this what it's called again. With his mortar, and then he essentially just walked into the mortar himself. Be able to mortar himself. Using Grandmaster, do you mean Grandfather and Necro? You can use Grandfather on the on Bone Spear. But even if you use Grandfather on Bone Spear, you gotta keep in mind that you're actually only using it for bossing. That's the thing. Grandfather is just simply not good on Necro unless you're bossing. Before that, you have better aspects. Necro just has so many amazing aspects. It's just crazy how many useful aspects Necro has in comparison to other classes. There's just literally like you don't want to miss out on a single one of them. They're just all cool. By the way, I don't know what it is, guys, but our Necro is actually going faster to 100 than our Druid, and our Druid was already good. I mean, with minions, you have to use a normal pants. You can't use T-Bald's Will. It's the problem with minions. Why can't you use T-Bald's Will with minions? Because you need the maximum minion life on the pants, chat. So 50% fortify again. Why? For the maximum amount of crit. Because Sanguine Brace gives you 8% bonus crit, and with then Bone Storm Online and Sanguine Brace and everything that I have going on, you kind of end up at 70% critical strike chance. Oh yeah, Bone Storm, like Corpse Tendrils. I've heard Corpse Tendrils. That's like kind of what you're aiming for, right? Especially Corpse Tendrils. Could you please make these thingies around you that you usually make? You know, you're like, yeah, thank you very much. Oop. No! I had to go out because he was going to nuke me, and I was in the pool of darkness and I couldn't use my abilities. Oh god, I got robbed. It was the worst case scenario. Robbery, Chan. As someone with 2 level 100 druids level can slow down. I mean, honestly, like my druid felt really fast, but that's because we went for pulverize, and pulverize with the earthen aspect and the umbral aspect and the use and horror. Leveled surprisingly smooth. Once you understand that that's how it works, right? Once you get behind the fact that this is what you have to kind of like use to get your thing rolling, and we're good to go. Could you please stand closer to your actual like walls of thingies? Would be appreciated. I just want to attack. Stop putting me inside this little dungeon. I don't want to be in your dungeon. Let me out. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hold down the 2 button. Don't let go, chat. Just hold it down. It's funny for this fight though, because he just continuously gives you like sources of bonus shields. They dominate almost up. 2 more points. Right now. Am I full? Come on, one more, then I'm full. Oh, Endless Gate, Crusader. Oh, another Crusaders. Gonna do this in this area. Okay, then I'll sell. Loving the build. I can't wait. We can can't wait to get this full out. That's what I felt about Bloodlands. Too many aspects that I want to play, but not enough items to put them on. It's just enough for Bloodlands to work. Just enough. But yes, the pain is real. Problem is when you want to play the Sacrilegious, that is causing... The Sacrilegious in itself is a good item. Okay, max life. Damage reduction from distance, damage reduction from close, and... not bad, but sadly the cold damage ruins it. Sever. Good gloves sell for a lot, by the way, Chan. Good gloves sell for a lot. Just say. And good rings. Good gloves and good rings. You need money. They're hard to come by. Surprised how many items I did not pick up in the dungeon, John. How many items we did not pick up? No, thank you. That is a max roll. Shit, I can't say no to that. I have a hard time saying no to max rolls when they're like max aspect rolls, because you might need them. There's a world where you might need them, Chan. There could always be that you might need them at some point. You know, I can't just disenchant them. What if you need them? What if it comes to the point where you need them? Hollow Ossuary. Which one was Hollow Ossuary? I think Hollow Ossuary is like really, really good, but I always forget that it's really, really, really good, you know? How do you handle the fall of in views? I guess you play what you love, but how has it been taking a toll on someone, Ryan? Johnny Gate Gaming. I mean, I've been now streaming for 10 years, sir. And there is always a variance in views. Like it's going up, it's going down. You have good days, you have bad days, you have a lot of subs, you don't have a lot of subs. At the end of the day, the only thing you can influence is the content you put out, right? And that's the only constant you can do. Good content. And the rest of the stuff you have zero influence over. So you gotta learn to essentially let go. And only try to, you know, care about the things that you can influence. And then work with that. It's a simple, you know, that's as simple as it is. Because I mean, you can't force anyone to subscribe to you. You can say, hey, don't forget about your Prime sub, right? Don't forget to, you know, use that. What you can say. But you can force no one to actually use it. I mean, I can bend over for Prime subs if you want to. No? And no one wants that, exactly. See? I cannot bend over. I will bend over if you don't sub. Exactly. See, that's what could happen. We streamed before D4. I mean, I'm still streaming not only D4. It's just D4 right now because you know, there's a lot to do. We did, before D4, we did currently Lies of P. We did Baldur's Gate. We did Hearthstone Battlegrounds. We've been doing Teamfight Tactics. There is, we did a lot of PUBG. We did a lot of Warzone. So we are a variety channel. We stream over 100 different games per year, Chad. Over 100 different games per year. Just recently, we also streamed, what was it called again? Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 1 Remastered. Risk of Rain Returns. Fantastic game, absolutely brilliant. High recommendation if you have missed out on it. You should check it. Risk of Rain's Returns was just pure love. So I mean, we'll play over 100 different games per year. we're not a Diablo channel, so we're not a channel that only does Diablo, and we're also not only doing Diablo videos. You will always see like a fuck ton of different kind of videos from me. When there's games, I mean, right now I'm waiting for the next like Souls-like game because I just love making guides for Souls-like games. I was planning to do a lot for Lords of the Fallen, then Lords of the Fallen turned out to be terrible. I'm not gonna say it was horrible, but. Sorry, you multi-stream? Yes, we're multi-streaming to everywhere, sir. But having 100 viewers on YouTube is actually insane. I know you might have seen 100 viewers on YouTube and you're like, wow, that's kind of not many, but it's actually insane. 100 viewers is a lot. I mean, imagine 100 people wanting to see you play games live. And the only reason they know you is from your guides. But that's crazy. You're almost level 100, like Holdry Ho-chan. That's amazing. The problem is we're almost 100, but I still have a lot of glyphs to get to level 21. Feels like games are my favorite. Me too. I mean, if I had to choose a genre that is my favorite, it's like card games / auto battlers. And Souls-like games is definitely what I live and die for. These are the things I'm most interested in from my personal gaming perspective. Diablo is really fun because I can just experiment with builds. I've been always liking to like find out things and make things OP and this kind of stuff, you know. That's just me personally intrigued. But I just like numbers. I'm a nerd, you know. Simple as this. I'm a nerd. I like numbers. I like playing with numbers. And finding out shit. Phil, thank you for the subscription on YouTube as well. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Phil's a subscriber on YouTube. What about Twitch with the primers? Or TikTok with the roses or whatever TikTok has, like at this point, right? Or potatoes. I think you can send potatoes too, guys. I literally have like zero clue how people make money on TikTok live apart from like this AI streamer thingy. You know? NPC streamer, not AI, sorry, where they do live things and glizzy docs and whatsoever. Just happened to stumble on your channel and it's appreciated, Dahlia, very much. We played Baldur's Gate 3. We've beaten Baldur's Gate 3 once and we're already on our second playthrough, like 70% through. The second playthrough was though like one where I try to see everything. So, you know, one of the more like, you know, try to experience every single storyline and so on. But right now, like again, Baldur's Gate 3 had the kind of hot phase on Twitch, right? I mean, you can still play Baldur's Gate 3 right now if you're the certain kind of streamer that has the audience for it. But yeah, I did my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough live on stream. Everyone enjoyed it. I'm sad that we didn't have multi-streaming then, because right now this is like the sadness, right? I have a good YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is really good, and now my YouTube viewers, they will for always and forever be missing out on that amazing Baldur's Gate playthrough we had, which was so much fun and enjoyable content. But now that multi-streaming is actually there, like you can always expect me to play games longer. I mean, realistically, without multi-streaming, would it be worth it to stream this much Diablo? Probably not, to be honest, because my numbers are horrible on Twitch in comparison to something I could get with a multiplayer game, you know, where I could be shooting things or whatsoever. But due to the fact that we have multi-streaming and I kind of have my stream structure to what kind of YouTube content I create, it's absolutely worth it. And also, I do appreciate every single one that's actually, watching the YouTube as the Twitch rule. I've never played many turn-based games, so I'm not sure if I like Baldur's Gate. Well, you can buy it on Steam, play it for an hour. If you don't like it, refund it. So that's the advantage of Steam, generally. Right? Don't be too intimidated by the turn-based though, because the turn-based is like only as hard as you make it. I mean, for example, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 with a rogue in the party, and I used the rogue in the party to essentially kill half of my opponents before we even entered the turn-based phase. You know, by essentially shooting them out of cover and whatsoever. And then when you're in the turn-based phase, you suddenly outnumber your opponents. It's not annoying anymore. Played Diablo 4 since launch, since betas. I've played every single beta, technical, blah, whatsoever, for the game, and I've been enjoying it since day one. I mean, for me personally, it's exactly the right Diablo. I know that for a lot of people that it's not the right Diablo because they have been hoping for more. But for me personally, what it has to offer, it's just right down my alley. And I can't actually wait to see the Gauntlet come and other shenanigans, because I personally do really enjoy what the game has to offer. It's like casual enough to be, it's like hard enough to be challenging, casual enough to be not too grindy. It's complicated enough to make making builds fun, but it's not too complicated, aka passive exile, that you hate life. So you know, it's exactly in the right middle as Diablo has always been, for enthusiasts, but not for the absolute hardcore nerds. So yeah, I think a lot of people are just simply sad that PoE is now the hardcore player's choice. You know, if you're an absolute, you know, cracked ARPG nerd that loves ARPG, then you should play Passive Exile. Because it's the better game for ARPG freaks, if that makes sense, right? But if you're like in the middle, you know, you're an ARPG enthusiast and you're enjoying the ARPGs, then you know, Diablo's just better for you. That's my opinion. Simple, right? I need to go back upstairs in a second. My wife's having problems with a password. I know most of my wife's passwords because she forgets about them.
I'm not ready.
Good. Oh, let me get this leveled. Almost done. I'll be really right back. Don't you run away. The only reason I don't like Last Epoch is because it looks terrible. That's the only reason I don't like Last Epoch. That's just a look. You know, that's literally no ratio on the gameplay or anything. It just looks bad. Might be a bad reason to not play a game. But I like Diablo also for the visuals, you know, because the game does look good. What can I say? This dungeon is good and bad at the same time. I love it for the enemy density. I hate it for the enemies that are in this dungeon. Right? Because these enraged spirits can truly be a absolute annoying nuisance to deal with. And the vampires are usually good. I mean, especially when they appear like here just in force and down the drain, you just obliterate them. All the ghouls and everything anyways dies with one boob, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we have to put on a potion. Okay, we're almost there. Chat, we're almost there. Last 50% to new level. But we already have it 1 p.m. What? When?
I'm not ready yet.
Where did the time go? That's unfortunate. Your stream is a little bit shorter today, Chan. I just told you I have this secret sneaky video project I'm not allowed to tell you about. So we can't do our full streaming length that we usually do. Because I got that secret sneaky video project that I'm doing for a video tomorrow. I'd actually like make it a premiere so we can watch it live. It'd be interesting, you know? I have a lack of armor. I absolutely have a lack of armor, but that can be easily fixed with one single chest piece with the disobedience on. So I don't have a lack of armor. When I already have the perfect chest piece for this, you know, with disobedience and everything going on. The funny part rather is that despite having the lack of armor, or even though I have the lack of armor, we're able to, regardless of that, absolutely obliterate these dungeons here. You know? Now, if we would have the armor, though, on top of that with cheese and cream, then we would be truly unstoppable.
I need more time.
Please jump on me. Yes. More. Can't beat me anyways. How do you get your cooldown so low on Blood Mist? Overpower reduces Blood Mist cooldown. So when you Blood Mist and then you overpower, you notice like every overpower reduces the cooldown. And as you, oh, there's the butcher again. And as you might notice or not, we're actually, we're actually like overpowering the whole time. Yeah, we just overpower, and then we overpower, and then we overpower, and then we overpower. What level do you start diving into Nightmare Dungeons? I usually start around level 80. Not earlier, because there's so much other stuff to do. So until level 80, really not much Nightmare Dungeoneering for me. That has also a lot to do because I can't be bothered to do low-level Nightmare Dungeons. So usually when I reach around level 80, then I start instantly doing like tier 40, 50, tier 60 Nightmare Dungeons. And then work my way really fast up to tier 70, tier 80. That's how I've done it now with my past characters, and it's like always flawlessly worked out. And this is literally the formula I go with. Because if you do this, you just spend a net total less in nightmare dungeons than you would when you do it before. Because before, like spending time in like tier 1 nightmare dungeons, useless. Tier 2 nightmare dungeons, useless. Tier 3 nightmare dungeons, everything up to tier 20 is completely useless. And even tier 21 is useless because the amount of glyph XP you're getting is just sadness. When I'll do one tier 80 nightmare dungeon and I have like 10 tier 21s done, essentially. So make out of that what you want. But essentially, don't waste your time, you know? That's 21, perfection. Then essence up now. See, I already have all my glyphs like going for 21 also. Easy peasy lemons easy. So yeah, we're going fast. I noticed you don't actually have a bone spear any kind. Would love to take the latest gears available. We will have a bone spear build in case you haven't seen the top 3 video. So we're essentially planning... Oh, that's monster burning damage. I shouldn't go in there. I'm going to do another Forbidden City. So yeah, we do have a Bone Spear build planned. It's a Bone Spear build Lilith Wall build. And how are you leveling until level 80? So again, I can break it down to you, but we also have a YouTube video that kind of breaks it down to you if you want to watch that on the channel. But what I do is I start essentially with a level 1 to 35, just doing Blood Harvest. Blood Harvest Legion events, 1 to 35, and the one dungeon you need for your aspect. Then after 1 to 35, it's the Capstone Dungeon. Capstone Dungeon done, I do Strongholds. 4 Strongholds to get level 42. 42, you can put on your first high-level gear. Then you can kind of, with level 42, do some Legion events 2 in between until you're level 45, plus more Strongholds. And as you're level 45, you can put on all your Sacred Gear. With Sacred Gear, you can do Hell Tides already. Then as you're level 55, you do the tier 4 dungeon. In tier 4, you do Strongholds again and Legion events to kind of soak yourself up to level 60. From level 60, you can put Ancestral Gear on. And then with level 60 and the Ancestral Gear, you're able to do all the overworld content, aka Legion events, Hell Tides, Blood Harvest, and so on in World Tier 4. And that will give you the maximum XP until you're level 80. And with level 80, you can start spamming Nightmare Dungeons to essentially level up the last levels if you feel like it, together with... Again, you guessed right. Nightmare Dungeons, Legion events, and Hell Tides, and yeah, Blood Harvest. In case you still need Blood Harvest. I still like to do the actual Whispers in the Blood Harvest because that's kind of like really nice to get done. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's how I level up all my characters, essentially. And if you want the shorter version, more in depth, there's a whole video of that on the YouTube channel. It's really a very nice streamlined pass that is also very fun because you're not depriving yourself of any activity that's boring. You're not you're not like holding yourself away from any like activity. You're essentially just doing what's fun in the game and like a little bit of everything without just focusing on like, you know, 1, 2, 3 stuff or spamming Domheim tunnels or so. I don't know why you would ever just spam Domheim tunnels unless you actually do just simply fucking hate yourself and hate the game. But yeah, some people still do it for leveling. Nothing else, just spam that, and then they're like, oh yeah, the game is so bad. Like, what? Surprise! You just spammed like Domheim tunnels for 40 hours straight, and you think the game is bad? Well, who would have guessed? When I'm low level, I wear whatever. The only thing I do is I get a ring and an amulet with key aspects. So for example, for this build, Blood Surge is the key aspect. So what I do is I very early get an amulet with that aspect on, and then I just keep that amulet, right? Since the aspect is available from the Codex of Powers, that is super nice. Another aspect you don't need, so I essentially just put on what I find and just carry it around with me. But like for this build, it would be good to everything that has life to always keep this. I'm also trying to keep my Vampiric powers active. So you need, for example, while leveling Hemomancy and Zango Embrace. And that's what I like kind of try to keep consistently active. Because if you can keep Hemomancy and Zango Embrace active, that gives you just so much more clearing speed to everything. Like Fortify and so on. Oh, that makes you like 400 times faster. So yeah. It's kind of like very simple no-brainer. Has like a formula everyone can really follow. It's like a few key points, like when you should swap the capstone dungeons, like right with level 35/40 latest. But that's always like, you know, technically you can stay until you're level 50 in World Tier 1. It just doesn't make sense. It's inefficient. It's bad. But if you want to do that, do it. You made that sound so easy. It is so easy. I mean, we essentially have one video. So if you want to watch a whole live stream, guys, we have one live stream that is 3 hours long where we're essentially leveling from 1 to 35 and doing the capstone dungeon. You know? We have one video perfectly on YouTube where we essentially just did exactly that. You know, just the whole leveling process one time down for you to essentially be able to watch that and follow in the steps if you wish to. Would I do something like this? Well, you know me, Chad. Show don't tell. Show don't tell. God, he just got so nuked. Pure love, ladies and gentlemen, pure love. And now we're hiring our crit damage. And as you can see, this one up to level 21. Now it's 15.8, right? And 15.8 times X times. But if it's level 21, then it's 19.8. So another 4 points more per 5 points. Yeah, you heard right. It's very good. Are you? Very good, Joe. I hope you're doing good too. Diablo's dead? Well, tell that to the 600 people that are currently watching Diablo here on this channel right now. Asking questions, having fun, enjoying their time. I think, Chad, you're watching something really dead. Your voice mix sounds slightly robotic. No? You see me? No one has complained, though. Shoddington, you used Domheim Tunnels this week to level something up. I mean, Shoddington, it wasn't your first character, right? It was your second alternative character that you leveled up with Domheim Tunnels to be able to test something late game. And if you do that, I think that's completely fine. But if you have a new season, and the new season has a new season mechanic, you know, and you still choose to level up Domheim Tunnels, then I'm gonna question your sanity. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you're participating in some kind of race to world first, and even then I'll question your sanity. Because, I mean, there's a new season, there's new mechanics, there's new fun to be had, and like, you choose salt as your favorite flavor, you know? Level 100, gentlemen. Done. 21,000 life. Suddenly, 21,000 life with that potion. Kind of good. 8,500 armor still. Kind of not good. Well, what means not good? Not efficient. Now we can start ignoring every minion. Now, as before, we actually looked for minions. Now we can ramp up the clearing speed a lot, because we can essentially just look out for what we need to, and that is the. Oh, I think that's hopefully my wife opening that, because I really can't. We're not getting that package, chat. I'm sorry. We are not getting that package. So, Chris, thank you for the 15 mir. Whatever that currency is. What's the currency? MYR, chat. I'm not good in foreign currencies. I know the euro. And Chris, thank you for also joining as a subscriber, as a member on the YouTube. Don't forget to also get in the Discord, chat. We're finally rolling out our subscriber member only section on the Discord properly. So you get a little private conversation room just in case you have special questions you don't want anyone else to see, or you have some urgent pressing matters that in the overall general Discord chat get overlooked. So, been a follower for quite some time. Love your builds. Appreciate the time you put into all your builds. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Okay, now that we have this leveled up, shall we check how it would be going for Lilith? But before we do Lilith, chat, we now have to do the final thing. We have to try to write the Paragon board, and I'm not sure if I can do this. So let's pull out the mobilytics right now. Wait, can I should be able to pull out the mobilytics this way. Wait. Mobilytics, where is community builds? Necro. This is my leveling build. This is here, my new infinite here. This is my build. Paragon board. Okay. Very useful, by the way. High recommendation. Okay, we got 1, 2. No, we had this one gone. Okay. 5 available points already. Do we need these points? Well, we need these points to get into the Blood Baguette board. One, two, three. Yeah, these two. Need 2 more. Oh god, no, I made a mistake. We're missing. Oh god, no, we're missing 1 single point. This is so bad. Need that node. Need that node. Where did I get the last point from? Oh, I stole it from here. Here. Where did I steal that point from? You usually know this in and out. Did I waste points here? No, I didn't, right? This is the same road. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Am I saving myself 1 point by going over this? No, it's like 2 points there instead of 2 points there. No, it's the same. Well, where did I save more points? You just simply need 1 more point. Okay, screw that. Here you go. Okay, that brings us to a grand total of 2,900 overpower, ladies and gentlemen. And we have the potion running. We have our... in our gloves to still have critical strike. Wait, can we still reroll something on the gloves? I don't remember which stat we had rerolled on the gloves. I think there was something weird about the gloves that I couldn't reroll the stat that I was looking for, essentially. Yeah, it's the intelligence. Yeah, we can actually reroll the intelligence for a critical strike. I remember it was already very, very, very expensive what I was doing here the last time. Why can't I get more overpower damage? One critical strike, not overpower damage. Ah, you know what? Screwed. Take it. I'll take it. It is what it is. So against Lilith, we could technically work with Godslayer instead of the helmet. But I think I'm going to go with the helmet in. We technically want a different chest because we don't want... Yeah, we should technically go for a different chest, but... let's just see how it goes here without any optimization. I just want to see how it goes without any optimizations, right? We're not changing anything. But I do believe we want to like play this actually with a different chest to make it more tanky. Overpower is the hardest to roll for. Yeah, I don't actually need overpower in the gloves. I need critical strike chance, honestly. 95% of your sigils are the 5-second ones. Yeah, I disenchanted all of them. Fuck them, honestly.
I'm not ready yet.
Very popular. Good to see you there. Well, if you look similar to me, then, well, you know, you're blessed with some handsome looks there. What can I say? You devil. Okay, we're going to go for critical strike chance times 15%. That brings us up to 34%. With a Sanguine Brace, that would bring us up to 42%. With this, that would bring us up to 62%. And then with the Grasping Veins, that would bring us up to almost 80%. Just set mommy down to Pound Town. Oh, you did? Oh, no, 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 no. What? That was so delayed. That was so delayed. That wasn't actually okay in a singular way. Mommy Lilith, I hate you for that one. Not cool. That's so much fun. How are you just absolutely obliterating everything there? We got... this is 5 corpses. That's perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, not enough damage. That was bad. We still need more damage there in that phase, so we need our Bone Storm out. Because now we actually have to play fireballs, right? And you don't want to play fireballs. So that's why I'm saying, like, not enough damage in that phase. When we do enough damage, but we need, like, I think Godslayer Crown would be what we want to have there. Just make sure it works, you know? Am I drinking potions? Potions actually give me... Potions give me a barium. So I would say, like, to make this secure in that phase to do the damage, we'll probably put the Godslayer Crown on, so let's get that. Where can you find the skill build? ! Builds or on YouTube. There's a video just uploaded this very morning, you know? Okay, we'll put on... I need a Godslayer Crown with triple thingies. Jesus, they're forcing me to take care of this first. Total armor, maximum essence, cooldown reduction, and willpower. If I could re-roll this one into maximum life, it would be really useful for what I'm doing. Oh wow, that's Starlight Loop max roll. Jesus, I don't play Starlight Loops anymore though, sadly. Such a good item, but not for what we're doing here. That's an Umbral Ring max roll. Fuck yeah. You know how rare these are. They're rarer than Uber Uniques. I mean, fuck Uber Uniques. God Slayer. Where's my God Slayer? I have another 60% God Slayer. Where is it? That's my maximum life, cooldown, damage. Yep, this is actually the perfect God Slayer I recently found. God Slayer's technically not that good, but hey, if you have an item that can give you like a gazillion bonus damage like easily every 12 seconds, I mean it's not needed 100%, but it just makes the try against Lilith easier. We don't need the berry against Lilith. That could be understood, right? That's also where we could do I've only seen one max Umbra roll since the game came out. Yep, and that's about how I feel about this. I mean, my exposed flesh right now here is 42, and if I go for my stash, right, exposed, there is one other exposed flesh that's 44. Then I have a 42, I have a 36, and I have a 46. None is perfect. All are just about perfect, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think to see? Are we happy about this Lilith clearing speed? I mean, for a Blood Surge build, this is just perfect, right? Again, best thing that could happen to me is in the beginning that we're hitting one of these maximum we're hitting one of these maximum fortify rolls. Almost died. Okay, 5 corpses are running down. We got 1 overpower saved up. Still against Lilith, we could also put on a Cursed Touch, by the way, guys. So a Cursed Touch for Blood Boil. We'll see how well this one goes right now, and then we'll actually swap that over. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the damage we're looking for. Yep. Right, this is what you wanted to achieve, right? The burst to then get it done. That's where Godslayer's Crown is just really nice for, and we're done. We can save up our 5th overpower now just to make sure that we have like five blood surges still stacked up. All right, we can do this to fill up our fortify. You know, so we essentially have like max fortify in a second. There, we're max fortified now. And then you just... Done. Can we make it any faster? I'm thinking like what could we improve, Chad? Is there anything like you have in mind what we could improve against her? I mean, from a glyph perspective, not really. Again, we could take a different vampiric power. Not really, right? When we could swap the Cursed Touch for Hemomancy or Blood Boil, just to make it a little bit slower, faster. I want to test out if I get a safe kill again, right? There's one thing we want safe kills. Oh, did you see instant fortify, chat? Instant fortify. 100%. We get lucky. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, with the God Slayer crown, it's just secure, honestly. Yeah, that's nice. When hitting that maximum fortify was just mean. Fine.
I need more time.
And she Dan. Whee! Oh, Blood Moon Breaches. But with Blood Moon Breaches, we would lose essence production. With Blood Moon Breaches, we'd lose. Shall we try it out, Chad? Dexter, thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you for the 11 months of support. Thanks for using your Prime. Also, chat, don't forget to check if your Prime game is available and use it somewhere on Twitch. Thank you very much. Oh, no, Blood Moon Breaches is not an option. No, it's actually not an option. You know why? Because we're not using curses. Yeah. I mean, this would be 70% bonus damage, right? But if we get 70% bonus damage on our overpowers, that would be fun. The problem is that we're not using curses. Fun part right now is that we're not doing anything special, right? So I'm not doing anything out of the norm. So I'm just literally doing. I'm holding down my 2 button, right? I mean, let me explain quickly how the fight goes. Temerity for more max life. You don't need more max life against this boss. Like the more max life wouldn't do anything. When yes, you should not forget that this also has 23% damage plus. So it's not only has like the multiplier, it also has a flat damage plus. Plus it's giving more and more essence, right? So we're not like just let me walk you through the keys I'm actually pressing for this, right? Because we're literally just dashing and holding down 2. That's it.
I'm not ready yet.
So let me just give you a quick walkthrough for the people that are interested.
I need more time.
We're gonna get her to drop, and we're gonna activate Bone Storm, do our auto attacks to essentially trigger the bonus Bone Storm. Then we just hold down 2 until we can't hold down 2 anymore. Dash, hold down 2 until we can't hold down 2 anymore. Dash to get our essence back. Dash again to get our essence back again. Then hold down 2 again. Dash 1 more time. Make sure to blood mist so we don't die accidentally. Fortify against these blood orbs. Nuke the blood orbs. Nuke her. Activate our Bone Storm. Dash through for 40% multiplicative damage. Kill her essentially. Wait for her to land. Kill everyone. Look out for this because it's bullshit.
I'm not ready yet.
Then very important, if you don't have 300 resource, you spend straight away to get 300 resource. Because right now you have a free overpower with this. Get 5 stacks. Dash. Nuke your way through. Almost don't do enough damage. Because we didn't have crit activated, right? Make sure to do more damage. Again, just hold down the 2 button. Get your fortify full. Hold down your 2 button. Hold down your 2 button again. Fortify yourself. Hold down your 2 button. Keep fortifying because you can. Mainly because you can, not because you want. And the fun part is keeping also your bone storms up continuously. I'm fortifying myself. Fortified. Fine. Nuker. I mean, everyone could do this, right? It's like... It's not that deep. Not that complicated. We got this going. So what do you think now, seeing us kill Uber Lilith like this, chat? Abattoir of Zir ready or not? The only thing we will change to make this build even more tanky, because you notice right now, we don't have enough armor, right? We're just barely at 10,000. So what we're going to do different is we're going to check out the chest for... This chest here, this is total armor, maximum life, damage reduction from distance, and ultimate skill damage. The ultimate skill damage I can reroll, so I would need a new one. This one brings us up to 10,000.45 armor straight away, right? And now with the max roll of Warlord's Disobedience shenanigans shebangs happening, if I just quickly jump into a Nightmare Dungeon, right? And we're just looking at our armor value where it's going. So open, armor. So like, see? Now we have this constantly going on. I have 18,000 life, 18,000 barrier. I have a lot of armor. I can essentially just stand in any abuse, right? We can just move. We have the maximum, like now it's going down. But the best part is why are we always having this up before we engage anyone? Because our Blood Surge just has such a stupid range. Like if I do this, right? There, before I have even touched anyone, I'm already up armor-wise. So as I'm playing through here, and as I'm just having this on, right? I mean, I don't know where I'm running here right now. But as I'm having this on, and then we're going for the barrier, right? And then we just keep. And we essentially have this truly going on permanently as we're moving through the dungeon. It's not a single time dropping below that. Because of the continuous ongoing bone storms. So we're always strong, always powerful, always doing our maximum damage. It's pretty nice, isn't it? So this is how I would max this out damage-wise, right? Armor-wise. See, that crossbow didn't even scratch me. Now, could you please attack me? Right? We're not even editing here. And we're still at max damage, so that's like the fun part. We're still at max damage. What's spiking your attack to 50k? In my case, it is Scent of Death. So Scent of Death is giving me damage reduction, 15%. But if there's no corpses nearby, 15% more damage. So that's where I'm spiking around. Okay, chat. This gotta be it though. We're done. I have the secret video project to do. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, and we're swapping this build over to Bloodlands. So what you're seeing here right now, what's working so good, what's absolutely amazing, it's going to be swapped over to Bloodlands, and then we're making a whole build guide for the Bloodlands as well. Okay, that being said, wonderful good night, day, evening, everything. Love you all. I need to run. I need to pick up my children. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, membership, lurk, chat, everything, right? Join the Discord, discord.com/ponyhof. There's, you know, our special sub area, our normal area. We talk to everyone. We have a Diablo channel where you can share your builds. Be part. Be part. See you soon.